Boy, oh boy. So, here are the things I noticed about the Battlefield gameplay trailer. I only got to watch it once. And honestly, the first thing I noticed about the gameplay was that it immediately felt like a Battlefield 4 sequel. That was the first thing I thought. Was like, because since we've been playing Battlefield 4, I was like, holy shit. This looks like a sequel. This looks like a sequel to Battlefield 4. Sip, thanks for gifting to Fatty Lumpkin. Fatty, I saw you in the E3 chat. Thanks again, Fatty. Grappling hook, I am super excited about. My gosh, am I excited about that grappling hook. Jay Chitty, thanks Jay Chitty for the resub. Good to see you, Chitty. I feel like people were worried it was going to look a lot like Warzone or like a futuristic COD, but this looks like Battlefield to me, baby. This looks like Battlefield to me. Felt bad for Halo following Battlefield. Dude, Halo looks pretty great though, Skunder. We'll talk about Halo in a sec. I do appreciate that they added a grappling hook to Battlefield because Battlefield needs faster ways to get around. And then my question is, will every map have like a I love that you can change your gun on the fly. I love it. Love you can change your gun on the fly. Will every map have some sort of like climactic weather thing? Will they? From what I understand, the grappling hook and the wingsuit are specialist perks abilities, so one would have the grapple, one would have the suit. Ah, got it. Got it. Hey, thanks to Necrotic for those pride bits. Yeah, I love those pride bits. This is what I love about Battlefield. You just fucking jump off of buildings and go wherever you want. And then go straight into the tornado. Literally right into it. Just go into the tornado. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm trying to see what else. There's like destruction. We got a rocket that goes off. So that's probably that changes the whole map, it looks like, with a bunch of smoke. I want to know what other weather / destructive capabilities each map has. Oh, I can't wait. Man, I can't wait. I'm so excited about this. Do you think it's going to be crossplay? I would imagine so. I would imagine that this game will be crossplay. I would be very, very surprised if it was not. They may not have crossplay at launch, but I bet they're working on it. So this got me super excited. I was 24-hour stream. Lynn, are we doing the 24-hour Battlefield stream? I mean, I'm in, of course. But if you want to do a 24-hour stream, Lynn, I'm 100% there. I'm 100% there. You know it. Okay, yeah, great. We'll do it. Yeah, this is here. Sorry, I turned it down a little bit, but it just looks like a Battlefield 4 spiritual sequel. Speaking of which, I do a community night every Sunday night in Battlefield 4. If you guys ever want to join, we've been playing the last few Sunday nights, and it's fucking awesome. So if you want to join in Battlefield 4, it's pretty empty. There are not many people out there. You guys can hop on at any time. And also, it's free if you have Twitch Prime. This is coming out in October of this year. Yeah, so hop on in. Come play with me on Sunday nights. Yeah, we'll do it, Lynn. We'll do it. Thank you, Raw Star-Lord, for the resub. There should be an alpha in July, Bomb City, is what I was looking for. I think the alpha's in July, and then there's going to be an open beta probably closer to release. Probably in September is my guess. So this, for my specific community, this is probably what I was the most excited about. I love Battlefield. I've loved Battlefield for 20 years. Yeah, this has got me super psyched. The movement looks a lot more fluid and fast than other Battlefields, and that's always been a lot of people's complaints in Battlefields. is that it takes forever to walk across from one side of the map to the other, etc., etc. And this seems a lot faster, right? You got the grappling hook, you got the wingsuits, you got all sorts of stuff. Does the HUD seem a little chunky? No, it does, Skunder. I agree. I absolutely agree. Please feel free to say anything, you know, like you're feeling like it's here. Well, I gotta change. Oh yeah, I gotta change my just chatting, and then E3 talk / Capcom conference. I'm just changing my stream title so that people know what we're doing here. I'm going to play Ratchet & Clank on Wednesday. Play Ratchet & Clank on Wednesday. Yeah, we'll just do some E3 talk before Capcom starts up. Poe Dameron. Thank you, Poe, for the resub. Yeah, so this was... Obviously, this was my moment of the show, but to some people, it's probably just kind of a nothing. And that's okay. I am very, very much looking forward to this. Battlefield 4 was the last good Battlefield. I liked 1 and 5. They were different games entirely. But this very much looks like a sequel to Battlefield 4. What's up, Sama? Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I just can't wait. I just can't. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Replaced looked awesome. Here, let's talk about Halo. Let's talk about Halo. Halo Infinite multiplayer. Did they post something today? Did they post something today? They did. They did. Let's watch it. So Halo. Is anybody else in the same boat that I am, which is this got me
just the feeling of like being in
this got me excited
the click of the gun throwing it
again for Halo. I just didn't think honestly I never thought I'd get excited for Halo again, but Infinite and the free-to-play multiplayer got me excited. It got me excited. I was really surprised. Or were people just sort of like, bleh, whatever, Halo, no big deal? Because I feel like it was well received. I could be wrong. Make Halo great again. Yeah, Lynn, I agree. I completely agree. Got me excited too. Up for good old CTF. I was gonna play no matter what, but it definitely got. Yeah, Croja. Now that they've got a free-to-play multiplayer, this to me could be as big as an Apex, right? This could be as big. I don't think it's gonna be a Fortnite, but I do think it could be as big as an Apex. What are my thoughts on going free-to-play? I don't think. So here's what I'm gonna say. I think that every first-person shooter that could be competitive should have a single-player campaign and should have a free-to-play aspect to it. So ever since, I think in my opinion, Warzone, Call of Duty did it best. Oh yeah, I saw that, Lynn. I'll talk about that in a second. I think that Warzone did it best. Speaking of Warzone, Lynnception, one of the developers, one of the producers on Warzone for years. Call of Duty came out. Call of Duty came out, right? And everybody liked it. The campaign was great. I played all the way through it. Multiplayer was standard COD, but it was good. And then they released Warzone as a free-to-play 6 months later. And Warzone has been nothing but a success because they have done such a great job maintaining it. Obviously, it's had its issues, etc., etc. But Warzone, as a whole, has been a success. Everybody loves cosmetics, and they're doing a great job of continuously making it, like maintaining it and making it a good free-to-play for at least a couple years, right? At least. It'll live for probably another 2 after this. Warzone will just keep evolving. I think every game should be like that. So that's what I loved. Apex, if Apex had released next to Titanfall 2, or it kind of did, actually. I think it released... Did it release 6 months after Titanfall 2? It might have. Apex was the same thing. Apex is a fantastic free-to-play battle royale. Was it 6 months after Titanfall 2, or was it a year after? I forget. I know it released in like a February. It was a February of... Miram, I wish I had stolen a chat bot. I wish I had. But Apex is a free-to-play. Titanfall was their campaign. Was it way after Titanfall 2? Maybe it was a year and a half. Maybe it was a year and a half. Either way, same deal, right? Titanfall 2's campaign's fucking awesome. The campaign devs were able to work on it a long time, and then they released Apex. Was it 2.5 years after Titanfall 2? Holy shit, that's a long time. Wow. Either way, free-to-play aspect and the single-player campaign. I think Battlefield should have done the same thing. They don't have a campaign, but they are going to release a free-to-play of Battlefield 2042. I'm sure of it. I just don't know what it'll be. I don't know if it'll be a battle royale or a specific mode or whatever else. But they're going to do it. And Halo's doing it too, and they should have done it a long time ago. They should have done it a long time. Will they make a battle royale for Halo? I don't see why not. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you here? Right? People are always like, battle royales played out. It's not. It turns out battle royales are actually the most played the most played games next to Among Us. But I feel like they should. But they're, you know, if they don't, they don't. Whatever. But I think it's weird to poo-poo battle royales when that's all people play. Right? That's all they all they play is Apex, Warzone, and Fortnite. And it's been those games have been hugely successful because they've maintained them correctly. And if they don't, that's okay too. Free-to-play multiplayer for Halo is awesome. I'm very excited about just fucking around with my friends in Halo multiplayer and doing that. They're going to release different seasons, different battle passes, like Chris Lynn said. BR is played out as just a challenge to game dev, adapt or die on BR templates. There you go, Lynn. As usual, Lynn said it best because Lynn is an actual developer. Like I said, Lynn worked on Warzone, and Warzone is a battle royale. And back then, people were saying battle royale was played out, but they made Warzone different. They added things to it to make it a different battle royale, which is great. That's what you need. Exactly. You just gotta just innovate a little bit, add a few things. Hey, Duplex. Are they the most played because people really love them, or is it because they're substantial free-to-play products that make up a significant chunk of all the crossplay? It's both. It's both, Skunder. Because if somebody can make, like, Tarkov is a good example of a game that is not a battle royale, but is a really interesting, cool new mode, but it's not free-to-play. So imagine if they made a Tarkov, but free-to-play. Right? Tarkov, but again, Tarkov is nowhere near the levels of players that a Warzone or an Apex is because it's not free to play. But Tarkov is still popular. I think personally that Tarkov's game mode is probably where those free to plays are headed. That's probably where they're headed, but I don't know that for sure. Valorant is free to play, still not as popular as BR's. Yep. Valorant is huge though. Valorant is huge. I remember paying $140 for Tarkov a few years ago. Yeah, me too, Clammy. I did the same. Tarkov's getting bigger and bigger. Tarkov's the next map that I did the interview for yesterday. Tarkov's map is going to be 40 players. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So, Halo. Back to Halo. So Lynn was talking about the battle passes for Halo. The cool thing about the battle passes, they never expire. So, the way I had read it, and it seemed like to me, I could be wrong. Because I just read an article a few hours ago about it. Was that Halo is going to offer a battle pass that you buy, and then if you can make your progress toward a specific battle pass. So whether or not it's an old battle pass or new battle pass, you can progress any of them and get those cosmetics from any of those battle passes. That's what it's like. It's not going to go away. It's not going to expire, which is awesome. It's a good idea. I am just so excited about what they're doing. Like Lynn said, they're innovating here. Obviously, we're all excited to customize every single piece of our armor for Halo. I mean, we can't possibly say that 343 doesn't know how to do Halo multiplayer, because all of us have played Halo multiplayer at least one point in our lives, right? And we've all enjoyed it. So, Godzilla chillin'. Thanks for the resub, Godzilla. Isemu. I missed that, Isemu. Thanks for the resub, Isemu. Good to see it. Failed Legacy. Oh, Failed Legacy. Thanks for watching me on Twitch Gaming. I had a fucking blast. Peter Phelps. Peter Phelps, I missed that. Thank you, Peter Phelps, for the resub very much. And Witch Hunter. Unlimited Halo's Witch Hunter. I've never played Halo and I don't care to start now. I would imagine you are probably in the minority, Ozman. Somebody, I would say probably most people have played a Halo at some point. Your emotes seem to be locked. Cable, I don't know why emotes would be locked, Cable. I would imagine that you should probably contact Twitch. Or just close your browser and refresh. But again, if this is going to give everybody the chance that hasn't played Halo to get in there and try it, because it's free. And if you like first-person shooters, I could guarantee you, you're going to like what 343 is doing. Because 343 knows what they're doing. In my opinion, they're not as good as the Destiny devs, because obviously the Destiny devs were the ones that originally did Halo. So Destiny's always felt a little better when it comes to its first-person shooter mechanics. That said, 343 has been doing this for years and years and years. They are experts, just like the Destiny devs. Just like, why can't I think of their fucking name? Why can't I think of the Destiny? Why can't I think of the Destiny dev? Bungie. Thank you. Jeez, man, my fucking brain broke for a second. So, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this team because making a free-to-play Halo is great. It's just it's gonna be great for their brand, and it's gonna inject a lot of new. Yeah, I've never been this positive about Halo ever, because I'm excited to play the campaign, because I always play the Halo campaign. But this free-to-play multiplayer, ooh baby, what a great idea! What a great idea! I'm so glad that they're doing this. I just hope Battlefield follows suit. Man, I hope Battlefield follows suit. Static CRT, thank you, Static, for the resub. As always, good to see you, Static. I am not getting... Weirdly... Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. They have bots. I would assume they probably have some bots in there. Colin, you don't need to get your hands on an Xbox for free-to-play multiplayer Halo. You can play it on your PC. So don't worry about that. Pretty much everything that you play on Xbox Series X, you can play on PC. Battlefield's EA, right? I wouldn't expect them to give anything for free. Ozman, you know that EA does Apex, right? So they'll do it. They'll do it. We just got to figure out a way to do it. Rad Gnarly, thanks for the raid, Rad Gnarly. Can you play it on Xbox Game Pass Mobile? I don't know, Buddha Wayne. It's a great question. I still have no idea what Starfield is. Starfield! Let's talk about Starfield. Let's do that. Not for a big ticket item like Battlefield, though. I mean, like I said, they'd be stupid not to. Because that Battlefield game is not going to be a games as a service game if they don't do free to play. It's going to be what Battlefield has been for the last few years, which is like play it for 3 months and then everyone says it's dead. All right, let's talk about Starfield. Let's talk about Starfield. Does Starfield have its own? No, it does not. Starfield does not have its own channel. Yeah, Spooky, I remember those too. Why did Bethesda not bring up Elder Scrolls 6? Didn't they like briefly mention it somehow? Let's talk about swaggy release dates. Didn't they do that? Didn't they like briefly talk about it, like very, very shortly? Whatever happened to the Elder Scrolls 6 splash trailer we got like 3 years ago? Who knows, artists? Who fucking knows? Antonius. Thank you, Antonius, for the resub. Starfield like No Man's Sky. Here, I'm going to tell you what Starfield's like, okay? Mark my words. I'm going to tell you what Starfield's like. Are you ready? Because no one's ever said it, guys. No one's ever said it. New. Okay, that's great. That's good. That's good. However, you can still expect that this video game will be glitchy. It will be stupid. It will be ridiculous. The dialogue's going to be dumb. It's going to be full of bugs. All right? I promise you, it's going to have all those things that Bethesda always has. Okay? So I promise you, this was going to be dumb and stupid, but in the right ways. That's usually what Bethesda does correctly. Thanks, Marfig. Bethesda has been able to, like, Fallout 3 was a game I played endlessly. It's also dated. I mean, in what way? Have you played GTA Online recently? It's the same thing. GTA Online is fucking dumb. Like, but there are millions of people playing it now. Battlefield was my highlight of the show. Battlefield and Starfield, actually. Both were my highlight of the show. I'm really excited for Starfield. Caulk. They did finally caulk. They did. When you play GTA Online, other players just kill each other, so it doesn't make it fun because they won't let you play. I mean, again, GTA Online is the derpiest thing in the world. Like, yeah, I'm enjoying Mass Effect 2 a lot too, but it's stupid. It's dumb. It's a dumb thing, and that's okay. That's all right. It's gonna be the same here. Don't walk in. Ixion. I don't know what Ixion's gonna be at all, actually. Ixion had a cool story trailer, but I have no idea what it's gonna be like gameplay wise. What do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? Outer Worlds. Bomb City said, since he announced the sequel, have you played Outer Worlds? I did. I played the first 4 hours of it. Enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. But I didn't get to play it as much as I wanted to. So I'm excited to play Outer Worlds 2. I enjoyed it. This is Obsidian, right? I want to say it's Obsidian. I feel like this is am I wrong about that? The game I'm most looking forward to is Starfield and Battlefield. Yeah, it's Obsidian. Obsidian's done a great job. Okay, so here, Obsidian made New Vegas, Fallout New Vegas. I have not talked about Guardians of the Galaxy. I will. Obsidian made Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas did something really interesting. It took the Fallout glitches and all the dumb, stupid stuff that Fallout 3 had, and it embraced it and improved upon it. That's what Outer Worlds did. The first Outer Worlds. They made the story a little less serious. Kind of like lightened, made it a little, what's the word? They made it a little more, I don't know, funny is the wrong word, but they made it a little funnier, a little more sarcastic. And so when things happen to you, like glitches in a video game, lighthearted, yeah. When things happen to you in Outer Worlds, like a glitch or whatever, you're like, who gives a shit, right? Whatever. It's totally lighthearted. It's no big deal. And that's what Obsidian does really well. So Outer Worlds 2 is going to be great. If you liked Outer Worlds, you're going to like Outer Worlds 2. Yeah, tongue in cheek. I did not finish the story, Foxy Azure. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Gordon Shumway. Mr. Gordon Shumway gifted a sub. I missed that. Gordon gifted to Quintonimo. Quintonimo spread that love. Thank you, Mr. Gordon Shumway. Good to see you, Gordon. Any excitement for Riders Republic? Not really. I'll probably stream it. I didn't really have any excitement for it. But a lot of people did not play Outer Worlds. It was day one Game Pass, I think. Wasn't it? I think it was day one Game Pass, I want to say. It was one of the first, actually. So if you had Game Pass, it was worth it to give it a shot. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to Outer Worlds 2. I will probably play this more than I played the first one. Are you going to talk about the Tiny Tina Wonderlands? What is that? Megan, what is that? Wait a minute, hold on. What the hell is Tiny Tina Wonderlands? Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Oh, is this Borderlands? Is this a Borderlands thing? I didn't get to watch this. Oh, shit. I have not seen this. This is new to me. It's a Borderlands spin-off with Tiny Tina.
Fate. It soars on the wind.
Do you think Outer Worlds
It rises.
is a genuine, true trailer? I do. Vicarious? Yeah, I do.
Stalks the ocean floor. You cannot hide from fate.
Oh, I never played the D&D DLC, Sailor Megan. I liked Borderlands 3. I was actually a fan of Borderlands 3. I played it with Omar and Jacob and Law Dog. Thanks, Gorgonham. I will play this.
Roll for initiative, suckers!
Yeah, I'll play this. Ashley Birch, such a friendly person that I've worked with a couple times. She's so friendly and nice. What a nice person. All right, let's pull up Capcom, and again I will continue talking about the games you want to talk about for E3. After Capcom. Let's pull up Capcom right here. Age restricted. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I wish PlayStation would do E3 again too. I really do. I loved when PlayStation and Xbox would roll their things back to back. Man, I would love that. I would love that. Stalker 2 looked really great. Ask Autumn if you're allowed to watch this. Hi, Megan. Have a good day at work. Have a good day at work. Let me ask you this, guys. Do you think... Give me an honest answer. Do you think since PlayStation's not doing E3 that makes them arrogant? Trying to figure out a way to phrase this question. Do you think since they're not doing E3 it makes them arrogant? Do you feel like they are arrogant? Brave Little Toaster. Thanks, Brave Little Toaster, for the resub. Oh, thank you, Aguirre. No. Okay, all right. Most people are saying no. All right, gotcha. Most people are saying no. I feel like it makes them a little bit arrogant. Just a little touch. Just a bit. But you guys are absolutely more than open to your opinion. They always do their big show in September. Okay, yeah. So most people are forgiving for Sony. They're like, you know what? Sony doesn't need to deal with it. Sort of like Nintendo, although Nintendo is they scheduled the Direct for E3, which I appreciate. All right, Mary. Mary, come on back tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Don't work too hard. Can you expand on why I think it's arrogant? Yes, I can, Coughleball. Meta! Thank you for the tier 3, Meta. Good to see you, Meta. Thank you, Ingo, very much. Always good to see Meta. Huge tier 3. Okay, here's why I tell you it's arrogant. Because the last thing that they did at fucking E3 was that stupid flute guy, and they spent like 25 minutes playing music before a Last of Us and all this other bullshit that I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Show a video game. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And that, to me, felt arrogant. And that was, what was that, 2 years ago? 3 years ago? That, to me, felt arrogant. It felt like they were like, our video games are above other video games, which is why we need to do 25, 30 minutes of whatever that was. And I was like, no, absolutely not. I 100% no way. I don't like this. And then they pulled out of it. And then they're like, you know what? Never mind. We're not going to do E3. And that feels a tad arrogant to me. I actually think that the games they're developing, like Last of Us 2, or what's another one? There was another game that I played from Sony that felt like I was like, are they talking down to me? Like, is this game trying to talk down to me? Retro Dude. Holy shit, Retro Dude. 6 months. Thank you, Retro Dude. Goodness gracious. Thank you, Retro, I'll see you here for the next 6 months, Retro Dude. That's huge. Ubisoft did a whole presser and didn't show a damn video game. I know, right, Marcellus? All right, we're starting. Thanks, Retro. But again, don't worry. If we disagree, it's not a big deal. It's no big deal. Maybe I just don't like Sony fans. Maybe I just don't like... Sony fans talk down to me constantly. Maybe that's what it is. Ghost of Tsushima was great.
Welcome to the Capcom E3 Showcase. I'm your host, Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer, and I'll be your guide as we walk through the latest releases, news, and updates from Capcom. We'll hear from the Resident Evil Village
I'll turn it up a
team,
little bit.
share some news from the world of Monster Hunter, and get the latest on Ace Attorney. Then we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village. The Resident Evil franchise continues to pioneer the latest and greatest in survival horror.
Game of the year.
The team has been blown away by
This is my game of the year so far.
Resident Evil Village, which launched last month. It brought the world another chapter in this
is my game of the year.
Story
It's
as the franchise celebrates its
Resident Evil Village
25th
is
anniversary this year.
Awesome.
I'm honored
so
to be
good.
able to introduce Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village, with a special message for the fans.
Another time.
Bye-bye.
There's nothing to fear.
Where's Rose?
Rose!
She's everything to me.
Rose!
I think it's time you leave things in my hands.
Transis.
Rest now.
It's like a teaser for Village.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
My name is Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on
Hi,
Resident
Tsuyoshi.
Evil Village. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's played since.
Do you want third person back? No.
We hope you're
Hell
enjoying
no.
this new chapter in survival horror. As a reminder, everyone who purchases Resident Evil Village will gain free access to our online multiplayer title, Resident Evil Re:Verse, where players go head-to-head with their favorite Resident Evil heroes and bioweapons.
That's fun.
I'm now happy to announce that Resident Evil Re:Verse will go live next month.
Next month,
all
all right.
supported platforms. So head into the fray to celebrate the Resident Evil 25th anniversary.
All right, there we go. Re:Verse. Trades. Clever. Helm just started an additional DLC for Resident Evil Village. What? I'll play the shit out of that. Let's go.
Thank you, Kanda-san, for that wonderful update. Next up, some long-awaited news from the world of Monster Hunter. Whether it's adventuring alongside monsters or battling them with friends, we've got something for you. First, let's dive into the brand new
Monster Hunter
story-based
Stories?
RPG entry to the series.
I've never played Monster Hunter Stories.
Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin.
Plasma, probably. What's this? Stories, Yawn. Oh, RPG Monster Hunter. Got it. Got it. Oh, it's a mobile game. Okay, understood. Understood.
This was his fate.
I played a good amount of Monster Hunter with the boys, and really enjoyed it. The story's ridiculous, but I've really enjoyed the video
He
game.
was merely a man. He never stood a chance.
Lim.
All around, things just kept getting worse.
Wes.
But I heard that Guardian Ratha had survived and returned to Hekolu Island.
Moxie, the gameplay's so good. For the mobile game or for normal Monster Hunter? Normal Monster Hunter I love.
Then, of course, that's when I met you.
You were given Red's kinship stone.
Wait, is it a mobile game or not? Because I have no idea what this is. This is on Switch. Are you guys just making fun of it? Are you just making fun of the fact that it's on Switch?
It's said that a beat of its wings can bring about waves.
There's a mobile port. Oh, gotcha.
Many
Okay.
people believe there's a connection between the strange happenings and the Wings of Ruin.
The first one they sold on
Pits are
mobile.
appearing everywhere, and they're
Okay.
emitting a strange light.
Is it dropping frames? Is the game... We were watching the press conferences yesterday and we were like, is the game dropping frames or is the internet?
What's this
Oh, it's
whole
on PC,
idea of
okay.
forming kinship with monsters? How do you control them?
Like when they were showing... What were they showing that was dropping frames yesterday? Oh, was it Guardians of the Galaxy?
Of their own will.
I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy was dropping frames. We were like, what the fuck is going on?
Between monsters and riders are just like your bond with Tsukino.
I can't believe they showed something dropping frames. Marvel's Avengers dropped frames definitely, so it's the same engine.
What does Ratha really have? Why are all of these pits appearing? And who are those people who want to take Ratha for themselves? All I have are questions.
If there's worry or doubt in your voice, Ratha will become anxious too.
Oh, he can sense your emotions.
That you will protect him no matter what.
I can sense the flames of his life force weakening.
Yeah, Woda, it was. We know, Woda. We know. Ooh.
It's too much for his body to bear.
Yeah, transits, I know, right?
A voice.
Yeah, Lynn, that's all right. You don't, guys, here's the best part about E3. You don't have to like every video game. It's okay.
Surely
The amount of sass Rocket has. It's all right, guys.
They have the power of kinship. They're friends. They're monsties. Humans carry the
Carl,
strength of everyone
I
they
can't
meet.
explain
That
the
makes
Final
them
Fantasy
strong.
stories. I don't even know if Lawrence can, and Lawrence is a lore hound for Final Fantasy.
I believe in the strength of
I definitely can't do it. Don Vito, thanks for the prime, Don Vito. Very much. Did she just say monsties? Did she just say monsties? Did I miss that? Monsties Hunties? Level 1 gamer. Thanks for the resub, level 1 gamer. Did she just say monsties? K Swiss. Thank you, K Swiss, for gifting to the extra woman. Extra woman, spread that love. As always, K Swiss, thank you. Palamute. All right, got it. Trial version, good. Okay, all right, understood. Got it. Transfer your save data to the full game. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm never gonna play this, but I appreciate that. What would be your monstie? I want to say it's gonna be Ray's Wing Ratha. Oh yeah, Cloudless. I got to see that. I haven't watched that yet. Error gifted to Bullet Eater. Bullet Eater, spread that love. Thank
Looks
you, Error.
pretty epic, right? And how about that announcement? The canine companion Palamute from Monster Hunter Rise
That was the most
will be joining
generic thing.
Monster Hunter Stories 2
That could have
as one of
applied
the
to
new
anything.
monsties in the
Looks pretty
first
epic,
free title
right?
update
And how
coming
about that
soon
announcement?
After the game's release. You can get an early peek at the game with the Monster
Thanks,
Hunter
Veloxel.
Stories 2 Wings of Ruin trial version starting on June 25th.
By the way, it's not
which
Rachel's
also carries
fault.
your progress over to the full
Rachel's
game
doing a
release
good
just
job.
few
It's
weeks
not her
later on
fault.
July
It's what they
9th.
wrote.
That's not the only
It's what
way
they
to
wrote.
join the hunt. Millions of you made Monster Hunter Rise
Tom,
a
thanks for
huge
gifting to
success
Nuke
earlier
Agent.
this year. And we have
Nuke
even
Agent,
more
spread that
content
love.
coming, including a new
Thanks, Yuki.
collaboration on the Rise. Let's find out more.
Looks pretty epic, right? And how about that announcement?
Let's go.
What they... Here, you know what?
This is for my
Here's what happened. Here's what happened. Probably what happened was, from a production standpoint, I'll tell you what happened. Rachel was probably not told what they were going to announce for that segment. So they had to figure out something generic to write. That's the, and then they're going to add it in later. That's probably what happened. Just so you know. Just so you know, it's not Rachel's fault. Not at all. That's the way that sort of stuff works. So don't go tweeting Rachel. Don't go tweeting Rachel and being like, "You're dumb." Don't do that. It wasn't her fault. Do game companies outsource for the writing of these text presentations? Usually, yes, they do. In-house marketing does not know how to do production. In-house marketing does marketing. So they do the broad strokes, and they usually hire a production crew, or they have in-house production. I gotta play Monster Hunter Rise with the boys too. Whenever Rise comes to PC, which I don't know when that happens, but I'm just saying, like, don't go after the presenters or whatever. It's just like she probably just didn't have a choice. More than likely 1 year. Fuck, it's a long time. Jeez. Moxie.
There has never been a better time to be a Monster Hunter fan. With all the new updates to Monster Hunter Rise
She's probably right
and
about
the
that.
launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer. We can't wait to hear about your own stories of adventure.
Nate.
Well, that's not the only thing Capcom
Super
has in
Dave.
store for us this July.
Thank you, Super Dave, for
Fans of
starting the
Phoenix
hype train.
Wright will have new chapters to explore.
Let's go,
With the
hype
release
train.
Of the Great
Where's my hat?
Ace Attorney Chronicles. North American and European future attorneys will finally be able to
I
get their
gotta
hands
play
on the
the- I have to
Great Ace
play-
Attorney Adventures
I gotta play
and the
these
Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, which were previously
Hype train.
only available in Japan. You'll
Looks pretty
travel
epic,
back in
right?
time to the late
How about that
19th
announcement?
Century Japan and London. to
Yeah,
play
Darth
as
Sparrow,
Ramos
trust me, I've seen a lot of these produced.
Phoenix Wright's ancestor in this action-packed prequel. Now let's hear more about the story.
All right, let's do it. Bye.
So then, let us unravel this mystery.
You monster. Trip!
To the center of the world. Great
Thank you, Triple Daddy, for gifting to Jero Indigar and its McDoodly, Mick Serm, Maker of Chaos, and Hexerado. Thanks, Trip! Thank you very much, Trip!
So then,
Let's go, Triple Daddy.
unravel this mystery.
Keeping that hype train going.
What events led to this curious murder?
Buddha Wayne. Thank you, Buddha Wayne, for the bits.
Herlock Sholmes. You must have heard of him.
We must
Level 2. Level 2 of this hype train while we watch
Engage in the art
Ace
of
Attorney. Oh, wait.
deduction. No.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Well,
Are these...
what have we
I've never played Ace Attorney or Phoenix Wright. They are not related. Am I right?
It would seem the truth.
Did he say Herlock Sholmes?
Close.
His name is Sholmes. Yeah, his name is Sholmes.
Demands its right to a cross-examination.
His name is Herlock Sholmes. Vinsclor Thokmog.
Your testimony completely contradicts.
Everybody
the
welcome Vinsclor with your baby goose emotes. Is Phoenix Wright related to Ace Attorney? It is, I assume, right? They're one and the same. Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure. Vinsclor. Welcome to the Gooses, Vinsclor. Cable Ascani extended through September. Thank you, Cable, for extending earlier through August and now through September.
You're the best lawyer in the world.
Phoenix Wright is the MC of Ace Attorney. Okay, gotcha. Like I said, I've never played these games, so I have no idea. I feel like I'd like Phoenix
So we
Wright.
have 10 new cases and 8 mini escapades where you can take on the role of a defense attorney. Now, we all want to see
Radio
some
Glove,
gameplay,
thanks for
right?
gifting to Mr.
Let's
Round
take a
Rock.
closer first
Mr.
look
Round
at
Rock,
two
spread that
gameplay
love.
features
Thanks,
new
Radio
to the
Glove, as always.
franchise in
Keeping
the
this
Great
hype train
Ace
going.
Attorney Chronicles. Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination.
All right. Total Life, thanks for gifting to Argo
I'm John,
Chris. Argo, spread that love.
Capcom's
Sailor
marketing
Megan.
brand manager for the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
I know, I gotta play this game. Sailor Megan gifted to Daddy All Right Legs, Shadow Walker, Hi Friend, King Wolf, and Alex the Lion.
The Capcom team
Woda
is thrilled to present
gifted 5
2 new
subs to
gameplay
Secretly
features,
Lucky,
Dance of
The
Deduction,
Safer, Robotic Crow,
Exclamation
Rooklessness, and
Examination,
Jersey.
coming to the Ace Attorney series.
Thanks, Woda. Thanks, Sailor Megan, for bombing the gooses, getting us to level 3 of this hype train. These games are... I don't know what it is about these games.
Investigating to prove your client's innocence, players will come across conspicuous
I'm not sure what it is about these
that
games.
require further examination with the help of Rianovsky's
I think it's
legal aid,
because...
Susato, and the brilliance of
So, okay,
deduction
so here,
from Detective
Autumn
Herlock.
has started saying to me that if something is too anime, she doesn't like it. So I watch a lot of anime. And if something is too anime, she doesn't like it.
Herlock
And I
was
think
perceived to
that's what
possess
this
his
is.
logic
It's
and
really,
reasoning spectacular.
really
A
anime.
grandiose yet flawed
Bird
series
Law,
of
that'd be great, Lynn. They need that real bad. Quintonimo, thank you, Quintonimo, for paying it forward for Mr. Gordon Shumway times 5. Holy shit, Quinn. Quinn gifted to Seb 420, Backstabber, Cryptid Becca, Laser Ray Death, and Nihilus Mus. Thank you, Quintonimo, for gifting 5 subs to the gooses. Riviera Leone hit me with some bits. And Strapped Wolf. What's too anime? Hunter x Hunter. Parts of Hunter x Hunter are way too anime. Strapped Wolf gifted 10 subs to Jambo, Chrissy Courtney, Guardian Frozen, USS Chuck Norris, Lara, Pulverizer, Agent Orange, Apex, Chef Shark Week, and Hansa. Thank you, Wolf, as always. Wolf going wild. Let's go, Wolf. Thanks, Quinn and Wolf. Gregson with the resub as well. Thank you, Greg. And Boost Glean, Jet Ski Expert. Is One Punch Man too anime? For me, no.
Ryunosuke and Susato will
For me,
then
no.
discuss to correct the flaws in Herlock's deductions.
But too anime means like the characters are like really outgoing, or like, you know, like they do that kind of dumb shit all the time, and it's just like it interrupts the story.
Logic and reveal the truth to the mystery.
I love One Punch, by the way. Hunter. Demon Slayer. JoJo's incredibly anime. Oh, explaining every move they're going to do in a fight before they do it is way too anime.
Upon uncovering
That's
the
what that
truth,
is.
Inosuke and Herlock enter into a
Thank you, Gregsum. Obi-Wan Kenobi
semi-literal
for gifting.
dance
Or,
that
I'm sorry for the
brings them
resub,
to the
Obi-Wan.
conclusion of the dance
Stable Ice gifted to J-Man RD. Psyonison, thank you, Psyonison, for the resub. And then also, Mr. Gordon Shumway hit me with 5 gifted to Jamstown, JJ1, Flying Elvis, Everty, and Mox. Thank you, Mr. Gordon Shumway, for gifting 5 subs to the Goose. Is DBZ2 anime? Of course, 3 episodes screaming about leveling up your power level. It's way too anime. It's way too anime. And it's also them just filling for time. So what you're describing as shonen anime? No, because I love shonen anime. Ruby Rose, I watched a lot of shonen anime. But some of them are too anime. People hit me with 1,000 bits. What did people say? I love these epic announcements. Peepo. Come on now, Peepo. Zero Mac. Thank you, Zero Mac, for converting. Welcome to the Goose's Zero Mac, officially. And Milu. Good to see you, Milu. Thanks for the resub. Screaming for 4 episodes while you power up is too anime. It's also just, they're just filling time. We all know that.
Their progress will be displayed and represented by 2 scales of justice. One black, representing a guilty verdict.
One Piece is a fantastic anime. The problem is there's almost 1,000 episodes just to catch up to where we are now. I just can't do it.
In summation, examination. Take the stand to face off against the jurors.
Does Capcom have any not anime? I thought they did.
Explanations as to why they've reached their guilty
Death Note?
verdict.
Most of Death Note is not too anime. Most of Death Note is not too anime. There might be a couple of parts where here and there you're like, why did that happen? But
statements and sway the jury in your favor. Examine each statement carefully and select 2 contradicting
I haven't
jurors
watched Bleach.
to call out the flaws in their logic.
Erased is a good example of just a murder mystery, basically. There's not really much anime going on there. Just an interesting story. My Hero Academia has borders on too anime often, but I love it.
Be ready to provide evidence,
but it borders on too
to
anime.
help prove the contradiction in their claim.
Cowboy Bebop is never too anime, ever.
When you successfully point out one of these contradictions among the jurors, you might just change their minds too. With a slam of their fist, each juror you persuade will send a
Arnold,
fiery
start
ball
with
towards the
Cowboy
scales
Bebop,
above
Arnold.
And literally tip the scales of justice in your favor.
Samurai Champloo, never too anime. Hunter x Hunter has some parts, might be a little too anime. Have you seen Your Lie in April? No, I have not, Soul Lethargy. I have not. We're still in level 4 of this hype train. We got 2 minutes left.
Exciting new gameplay features.
You're welcome, Arnold.
Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Evangelion?
We are very excited.
Oh boy, Evangelion goes off the rails the last season.
Diehard fans alike.
And that gets too anime in a really stupid experimental
It already seems
whatever
like I have a bunch of games to catch up on. There are some exciting new adventures and titles to look forward to. Well,
I agree, Mr. Fishbowl.
That's a look at the new premieres from Capcom. But what about esports? Let's close out today's showcase
there
with
you
a
go.
few words
I'm almost Batman said after playing the Phoenix Wright trilogy, I'm super excited for this. The trilogy is definitely worth your time. I've been wanting to play it, Batman. I got to figure out a way to get into it.
Including updates on the Capcom Pro Tour, Intel World Open, Street Fighter League, and all the other content.
Attack on Titan, another great anime.
Over to you
Parts
guys.
of it, too anime. Parts of it are way too anime. Like when it takes Armin 4 episodes to do anything.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Capcom esports presentation for E3 2021. My name is Vicious, commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour as well as Street Fighter League, here with competitive Street Fighter V player and host extraordinaire, Hollywood, Rob TV. What's going on, Rob?
Oh my goodness, Vicious.
Bomb City, those are all good suggestions. I've never watched Your Lie in April.
It sounds beautiful. It has a ring to it. And
I want to be a fucking professional. I want to be a professional fighting game esports athlete. So bad.
Nice.
So bad.
That was nasty. And there might be some people at home, Vicious, who don't fully know.
Have I seen Bleach or Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball I've watched a little bit of, not Bleach.
We travel all around the world, state to state, country to country, and we try to bring our.
Is Avatar anime or not? Moshdev, I've been told that Avatar: The Last Airbender is not an anime because it was animated in the United States.
You're the best in your region. Sign up for Capcom.
I like Afro Samurai. I didn't watch all of it, but it was fine. Hey, nice job on the hype train, everybody. Nice job on that hype train, everyone. Way to go.
So in this
Way to go.
year's CPT
Hopefully you guys got some
overall,
emotes out of it.
It's a series of tournaments that have $5,000 on the line for each tournament.
I don't know if Avatar was animated in Korea. I'm telling you what I was told.
It's about making it
That Avatar is not an anime.
Capcom Cup.
Inuyasha 2 anime. I have never watched Inuyasha.
Just resetting grand finals of Capcom Cup.
So behind me, you can see
Oh, yeah,
in all of its glory, the Capcom Pro Tour 2021 official stage and set. And that's a place that you are very, very familiar with.
That's right. We take all of our events and broadcast it live from this stage, and we check out all of the top competitors from each and every one of these regions. And speaking of the Capcom,
I really like watching.
2021, we have 32.
I like watching people compete in person.
Spanning across 19 different
when you get like two people side by side in a fighting game tournament, I think that's fucking cool. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is great. Is a great anime. Parts of it a little too anime, but for the most part, pretty great.
For 2021.
And Mago is your first qualifier for Japan for the Capcom.
No, I've never been to Evo.
Not only can you catch the Capcom Pro Tour
I would love to go.
on the Capcom Fighters
What would be your gamer name if you went pro fighting game? Oh my gosh.
On Twitch,
it would be
Twitter and Facebook. Of course, if you don't
what's the word? What's the iframe?
Competitive setting you would need to become a successful Street Fighter.
Hellsing Ultimate. I watched Hellsing. I don't think I've seen Hellsing Ultimate.
That we have on Capcom Fighters. We have the official pre-show of the Capcom.
I liked Hellsing, the original Hellsing.
We have sets where we take
Hellsing's not too anime at all.
In an exhibition first to 10. Not only that, actually, we do have Street Fighter League that's happened season after season, non-stop action. 6 teams of 3.
Berserk 2 anime? The original Berserk? No.
And the
there you go, Bomb City. See?
Street Fighter League is something that you don't want to miss because normally we
Castlevania?
only have 1v1
no.
content. But now
not too anime.
Have your teammates
Castlevania is great.
And every decision that you make is
it gets pretty anime at the end.
Look for more news on Street Fighter League.
But that's to be expected.
It's Oki time. What's gonna happen? Nice. He checks it. He checks the movement.
That last season of Castlevania is amazing. Boy, oh boy. I did not think that they could make a better season than the first season, and they did.
Intel World Opening is happening right now. Top players
I have watched Invincible, yes. Invincible is not too bad.
For their place in the World Finals happening next month.
Fighting game pro scenes are ultra toxic though. Oh really? I don't know anything about the pro scenes.
To commemorate this event, everyone who logged in during this period will receive an exclusive competitor title and dojo object.
I watched Berserk in the movie form on Netflix.
Want to miss this.
I highly recommend
I heard that the new Berserk anime, like in 2016, was bad.
Pro Tour updates on the Capcom Fighters.
Sorry, I'm not talking about what Capcom is talking about because I know very little. Like I had said before, I know Capcom I knew would be like really hit or miss for me.
With the Midwest region.
Opinions on JoJo. I have watched
100%. I mean, of course, your boy
120 episodes of JoJo, and I think it's barely okay.
Some of the best
I need to finish it. I have not finished JoJo. I'm finishing Hunter x Hunter right now. I finally found the Chimera Ant arc for free on HBO Max. Vampire Hunter D is awesome. Vampire Hunter D is rad. Ninja Scroll's great too.
I'm the best in the world.
This game has changed the lives of so many people here.
Yeah, Soul FG, that's what I've heard.
I told you it's gonna go to the limit, and I ain't lying to the people.
This is the ultimate Street Fighter V experience. This is Capcom Pro Tour.
Chimera Ant arc gets really crazy. Yeah, Otter, it's taken a while. Let me tell you, Otter.
Thanks, guys. It's been a really exciting season
I think I'm toward the end of it.
And I can't wait to see how this plays out on the road to Capcom Cup. Remember to check out Capcom Fighters' Twitch and YouTube channels for more information and to watch the latest
Invincible's
matches.
fine.
So
it's not as good as everybody says.
Capcom at E3 this year.
Redline? Oh yeah, I need to watch Redline too. What a...
Resident Evil Village is back with the latest installment of the survival horror experience and RE-verse as part of the franchise's 25th anniversary. We have new adventures to embark on in the world of Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter Stories 2,
All right, so this is the recap. I'm doing the recap right now. We've only been watching for 25 minutes.
In time with the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles to tap into the family history of Phoenix Wright
might be the end of the show.
Cases. Finally, don't miss out on the esports fun. Make sure you catch the latest matches with Capcom Fighters. There really is something for everyone here today. But don't go anywhere yet.
Okay.
Join the conversation on Twitter and make sure you check out the Capcom virtual booth on the E3 portal to watch all these videos again and more. I'm Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer, Thank you for being part of the Capcom
Oh wait, it's over.
experience at
It's over.
E3 this year.
It's over. Prime, thanks for the reset, Prime. Hey, guys, they announced DLC for Resident Evil Village, okay? They announced Resident Evil Village DLC. Okay? They did. They did the thing. Is it over? Are they going to do one more thing? Oh, Anachronek, I need to watch that. Are they going to do one more thing? No. They are not going to do one more thing. Okay, well, hey. The thing about this is okay, actually, you know what? This is a perfect segue into what E3 has become. Because we were talking about this yesterday, a little bit on the show and a little bit off camera. This is what E3 is now. And I don't like it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it. Because every company gets a chance to produce their own little 30-minute whatever. And Nintendo actually was the one to start this, ironically. Nintendo started the Directs, right? Nintendo did the Directs. And they aired like 3 of those a year, I think, generally. That is converting E3 into a nothing, generally. So now there's nothing really. I disagree with you on those. I love Nintendo, but the Nintendo Directs to me are generally a waste of my time. Usually, BlizzCon, same deal. Usually they're a waste of my time. Usually it's like, here's this character for Smash, and then here's another JRPG. I get what they're doing. There are niche audiences that are baked into those things that love those announcements. However, we will never ever have the event style coverage that we had in years past, because now every company is splitting up. I don't like that, because it doesn't make me feel like there is I don't know, there's not like a big celebration around gaming. Instead, there is, we all watched Capcom and we all went, why? What? They only gave us a blah. And that, to me, allows gamers to be more negative. Okay, so it allows gamers to be more negative with everything that we watch. So, for example, Square Enix, which showed 25 minutes of Guardians of the Galaxy, which was cool. I'm like, Guardians of the Galaxy didn't look that good. I'll play it. Didn't look that good. They showed 25 minutes of it, and everyone else was like, well, hold on, they're supposed to announce this, and they're supposed to announce this, and they're supposed to announce this. Instead, they only showed 25 minutes ago, and poor Square Enix has to come up with something that the whole world is watching, because E3 used to be an event. And it's not anymore. So now we all shit on it. Now everybody gets to shit on it and go, yeah, Moxie, I heard about that. So now everybody gets to shit on it and go, oh, well, I didn't get to see the game I wanted, or they didn't announce this Final Fantasy, that they didn't announce 16, and they didn't announce blah, 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 blah. And it allows the gaming community to be more negative. I don't like that. I like when we could all get together, watch Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, and then we pick out the things that we like, right? We go like, oh shit, they announced this, and they announced this, and like kind of gloss over the stuff that we didn't like. Now it's just in general, really honestly, it is a reflection of the gaming community, and it's getting more and more negative, and I don't like it. So I've been trying to be like, hey, if Capcom doesn't show anything, whatever. No big deal. Capcom probably got pressured into making this 30-minute thing because it's around E3. So they'll probably do another one in a few. They'll do their own announcement for the, whatever, Resident Evil 9 or something. And that'll be their big announcement. But right now we're all just shitting on Capcom, or we're all just shitting on Square Enix or whatever. When they were pressured into making these press conferences for E3. So that is one, I think that is one advantage for Sony, because Sony has withdrawn entirely, and they're just like, fuck it, we're not going to do this anymore. And okay, I appreciate that. Then they, I was going to say, then they do events where they only have something big to announce, but they don't. They don't do that. They'll do like a state of play 3 times a year or whatever. And I'm looking at the YouTube chat for this Capcom event. So bad, dislike, skip, blah, blah. Mash that dislike button, etc. It's just like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Do you mean consumers caused this? No. The gaming community. The gaming community caused this. Oh, Radio Glove. Next year, Radio. Next year. No. The gaming community. If, like, for me, if, like, hey, they made a new Ace Attorney game or whatever, I may not be the biggest fan of Ace Attorney, but I hope the Ace Attorney fans are happy, right? I hope that, and, like, that's what I look to for Square Enix, is, like, when Square Enix comes out with a new, like, that Final Fantasy Origin, when they do that, I'm like, okay, well, hopefully the Final Fantasy fans are happy. Maybe I miss the old E3, but maybe that's just me. That might just be me. Feel a lot of publishers are being super safe right now, keeping to only a few sure things to announce. Yeah, Lynn, I agree. I think they're worried about delays and stuff too, Lynn. Report Turret. Thank you, Report Turret, for the resub. Lots of different games for lots of different folks. Exactly, Farley. Exactly. I challenge you, even if, like, for example, with Battlefield, I was pretty critical of that Battlefield trailer a few days ago. Not the gameplay, but the trailer. And I was like, there's some things in here that I like, but also some things I don't like. Try to do some good with some bad. Don't just be like, this is stupid, Capcom's dumb. Nah. Try to pick out something good. That you're like, hey, I'm really excited about Resident Evil Village DLC. That's cool. Thank you, Sonic Nero, very much for watching. Treyphil, thank you, Treyphil, for the resub. I don't know. Instead of shitting on an entire company full of people, be like, hey, there's something in there I like. I don't know. They were interviewing Nate Shot for like 20 minutes talking about his life. But were they really, Moxie? Oof, jeez. Boy, oh boy. COVID's delaying a lot of games. I mean, there's honestly, the whole industry is delayed. Day 3 of E3 was awful. There used to not be a day 3. There used to only be 2 days, I want to say. Sometimes it was just 1. They used to cram it all into 1 day, which was awesome. My gosh, that was great. As a Sony fan, I initially withdrew from E3 to make it more about the fans and less about the industry, because E3 has shifted its focus toward the industry as a whole. That's why they ended up doing the PlayStation Expo events, which were great, but now they're shifted their own focus towards state of play, and it's slowly turning inward on itself. That's right. That's right, Bomb City. You are correct. Boston Slasher said all these nerds need to calm down and relax. I agree. Again, nuance. I'm also not being optimistic about this either. You are allowed to be negative about things. If you watch the Capcom thing and you're like, I didn't get the thing I wanted, don't get out there and like shout, this is fucking stupid, blah, blah, blah. Capcom's the worst. Instead, be like, you know what? Capcom did not show the thing I was going to be excited about. I knew if I was watching Capcom, they weren't going to show anything I was excited about. I knew because I'm educated about Capcom. So when I got the Resident Evil DLC, I was like, oh, that's fun. Cool. All right, I'll take it. Otherwise, video games, right? Why can't we be excited about video games? Let's be excited about... Hey, I'm going to be excited that there are more artists like Chris Lynn and lots of other developers out there getting to create stuff. I'm happy about that. And you know what? If I don't want to play it, I'm not going to play it. Whatever. More artists creating more things is great. One of the things I'm really afraid of... Hold on a sec, Woda. One of the things I'm really afraid of is the way Big M is positioning themselves with the Game Pass. At the speed they're growing and also getting people roped into their platforms, they're pushing more and more all games as a service. It really frightens me to an extent. I mean, Woda, so far they're offering a fantastic deal. So I am not scared of that at all. Triple Daddy gifted to Shadowblade. Shadowblade, you don't have to worry about ads anymore. Thanks, Trip. Be happy it's not going to be 10 games you love in 1 month and you have to choose. Yeah, TVS, you're kind of right about that. Tell me what you loved about RE8. Marcellus? Resident Evil 8. Sorry, we're going to talk about E3 lots more. We're going to talk about lots more games on E3. Resident Evil 8 has some of the best pacing in any video game ever. The only video games that have matched its pacing, in my opinion, were Half-Life 1, 2, and Half-Life Alyx. That's it. There are few games that have the pacing of Resident Evil Village. Meaning, your character evolves, the story evolves, there's a difference in gameplay, but it's building on the things you've learned. New weapons, new villains, new story. Fantastic pacing. Game of the year for me so far. Dr. C-Word, thank you for the resub. Dr. C-Word. Who the fuck gets excited about video games? Michael Cause. Thanks, Michael Cause, for the resub as well. Tall Lady. The best. The best. All right. What game should we talk about now? What game should we talk about now? What other games were you excited to see at E3 announced? Not Chivalry, because we can play that. Halo, we talked about. C-Word, you missed it. Guardians of the Galaxy. Got it. Yes. Yes. Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's do it. 11 minutes. It felt like forever. It felt like forever. There we go. I'm going to try and... Oh, you know what? Hold on a minute. Do I have to turn this all the way down in order to not get... Yeah, we can talk about Elden Ring. We can talk about Final Fantasy Origin 2. We can talk about the... what's the name of that game? We can talk about Redfall. Yeah, we'll talk about Redfall too. Oddity, thank you for the resub. Oddity. All right, Rydell. I'm worried that if I play the music, I'll get DMCA'd. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Okay. Couple of thoughts. I had a lot of thoughts about this Guardians of the Galaxy game. A lot of it. Here, I'm just going to turn it up just a little, just a touch. I had a lot of thoughts about this game. Number one, Mongol. I wish I was streaming with Lawrence, but poor Lawrence is recovering. He has been going hard. Hopefully we're gonna be streaming tomorrow together. Fudgy Nubbles, thanks Fudge for the resub. Okay, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number one, it's based on the Marvel's Avengers engine. So if you played Marvel's Avengers, it's gonna be the same engine. So if you didn't like the gameplay in Marvel's Avengers, you are not going to like this game. I promise. I promise you that. You know people that got DMCA'd from this? Oh, fucking... All right, turn it way down. So if you didn't like the gameplay, and the gameplay could be kind of weird. It was weird. I played a good amount of Marvel's Avengers. I played like 40 hours of it. Marvel's Avengers was meant to be a multiplayer game. It was meant to be a games as a service style game, like a Destiny, where you're supposed to play through the in-game content over and over and over. Why didn't people like the Avengers game? Great question. Clayton, thank you for gifting to Shanicus. Shanicus spread that love. Thank you, Clayton. Very, very much, as always, Clayton. Why didn't people like the Avengers game? There's a DMCA free version, too? Hold on. The, let's see here. Is there? Are we sure about that? Marvel's Avengers. The story was good. I played through the campaign. The story was good. The gameplay was a little bit wonk. Drop frames a lot. Drop frames a lot. Even on PC. It had a really rough launch. I played the launch with Lawrence when they were doing like the open beta or the beta for pre-orders stuff. And I really wish that I could get... I don't know that there is a... I'm just going to do this and turn the audio all the way down. Sorry, everybody. It just had a bad launch. It just had a bad launch. And also, people that are still playing Marvel's Avengers, much like they would continue to play Destiny, are complaining about the fact that the in-game content is not good either. So they were supposed to release a lot of expansions and they didn't. Black Panther was super exciting to see yesterday because I'm always really excited to see more Marvel characters. It's a Square Enix showcase, DMC free. Oh, I got you, Bramley. All right, I'm trying just to show the gameplay, so I'll just mute the audio. This game is going to be different, and I'll tell you why. Number one, it's single player. It is a single player experience. As far as I can see, you do not play as the other characters. So you as Star-Lord are telling your team what to do. And thanks, Insomniac. Well, Insomniac, that is incredibly high praise. Thank you for saying that, and also thank you for watching. Very, very much. Once I got past how Marvel's Avengers did not look like the MCU characters, I was fine with it. And that's what these games do. They redesign the characters you know from MCU, and then make it kind of give their own spin on it. Sort of a comic spin, sort of a movie spin. Yeah, it depends. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. It took me a while. It took me a really long time to like the Marvel's Avengers design, and to tell you the truth, I really never got through it. The Guardians of the Galaxy design, I hate the design for Star-Lord. Boy, oh boy, do I hate that Star-Lord design. I can't stand his hair. I can't stand his voice. I hate that he's got a Star-Lord on his jacket. They may explain that stuff away in story. So they may he might say there might be some funny lines like making fun of his jacket, and hopefully that will help. I hate that Star-Lord design. I think Gamora's design is really cool. I think Groot's design is really cool. Drax is fine. Yeah, is Troy Baker the voice of Star-Lord? It's not Troy, because Troy's a fantastic voice actor. It's the direction they gave him. Where he sounds like the biggest Chad in the world. Trust me, I know, Cubes, I know. He is the biggest Chad in the world. Like, he's like the... Holy shit. He could not sound more like a fucking... surfer bro. And again, that, in my opinion, that is not Troy Baker's fault, because Troy can do everything. I've heard Troy do everything. Are we sure that Troy Baker is the voice of Star-Lord? Are we sure about that? I don't actually know who the voice actors are. I went looking. When this first was when they were showing it, and I couldn't find it. So if you guys can let me know who the voice actors are of this game, it would be great. Yeah, Troy. I knew Troy was Iron Man. I knew that. Look it up. Do me a favor and look it up, because I would love to see. I went looking and I couldn't find it. Internet says Scott Porter. I think that was for the Telltale one, Mr. Nutty. I think that was for the Telltale one, and not this game. I could be wrong. Because that's what I found. I hate all the Square Marvel character designs, like that scene in Spaceballs when they capture the stunt doubles. Dirty Bird, I tend to agree. Troy's Bruce Banner. Iron Man was Nolan North. There you go. There we go. I'm talking about the voice actors for this specific game. I would love to know who Star-Lord, Drax, Gamora, and Rocket. Also, them talking over each other the whole time? Oh my gosh. It sounded like it was going to get really annoying. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It sounded like it was going to get annoying. Everything had to be a fucking quip. Everything had to be a quip. Star-Lord looks like Scott Herman. He's a fitness YouTuber from Boston. Huh. Yeah, the gameplay was dropping frames, which again, Marvel's Avengers did all the time. So they're using the same engine. They clearly haven't improved it. Dr. Fishy, thank you, Dr. Fishy, for the resub. John McLaren as Star-Lord. What else has he done, Anthony? I'm going to play this game, and I want it to be good, just like I wanted Marvel's Avengers to be good. I really, really wanted this game to be good, so I am excited to try it. I'm excited to play through the story, because I love MCU has made me love anything even remotely close to Marvel. So anything that comes out that feels like maybe it might be a good Marvel property, I get excited about it. So I'm excited about this game. I'm going to play it. Is this going to be a full price game? I can almost guarantee it. Will I play the new Black Panther DLC? Good question, Cable. I might. Maximus continuing the gift sub from Weatherboxer. Thanks, Maximus. Very much. And then Backstabber paid it forward. Backstabber got gifted earlier, and Backstabber gifted to Costa. Costa spread that love. Thanks, Backstabber. You think they'll use the same music as they do in the trailer? I don't know, Pop-Tart Kitty. Probably. And that means every streamer is going to get DMCA'd. I hate Star-Lord's hair, and I hate his facial hair. My gosh, I hate it. Yeah, they patched Avengers. You're right, GM. They patched Avengers. I think Gamora's design looks the coolest. I'm fine with that. I like Gamora's design the most. Insomniac did an amazing job of creating an original Spider-Man universe. I agree, Dirty Bird. Batman, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum. Fantastic original designs for Batman that were not necessarily movie-based. Yeah, Star-Lord's voice is just the worst. The Drax quips throughout the trailer were pretty good. I thought that they were trying to get to the heart of Drax, and I thought that was cool. Mr. Mongol, paying it forward from my third thumb to TG Goose. TG Goose, spread that love. Thank you, Mr. Mongol. Very much. Otter. So, yeah, so it's a single-player experience. This game's going to be different than Marvel's Avengers. I don't think that we should judge it on the merits of Marvel's Avengers, other than maybe the game engine. It looks like the gameplay is going to be pretty different because you're going to be Star-Lord commanding the rest of your squad. So let's hope that since this is a single-player, story-focused game, that the story is good and the gameplay is better than Marvel's Avengers. To be fair to Marvel's Avengers, by the way, I thought that story was pretty good. I actually liked the playing through the campaign. I enjoyed it. So if they get close to what that was, then it's single player. He said that the game dev said it in the demo. He was like, "This is a single player story experience," and I was like, "Oh, cool, good." I almost wish they would allow pausing in the game like KOTOR to command your party. They kind of do, Lynn. They add like that slow motion thing a little bit. But let me tell you, what a weird choice. No, it wasn't a weird choice. I can tell you why. It was a weird choice from the audience perspective to show 25 minutes of Guardians of the Galaxy to start off Square Enix. A lot of people were like, what the fuck? Why is this still going on? I'll tell you why. Because Square Enix has spent so much money on these licenses and making these games that they have to sell these games. They have to. Do you think that Chris Pratt didn't give them his likeness? Yeah, Tesseract, yes. Truthfully, Tesseract, I don't think they even tried. I think they redesigned these characters on purpose to make it not related to the MCU. I haven't talked about Stalker 2 yet. I will. So they took a bath with Avengers. Yes, they did. They've lost a ton of money. I would imagine they've lost a pretty good amount of money from Avengers. Yeah, Lynn, I know. So they've spent fuckloads of money on this game. Fuckloads. They got to sell. They have to sell this game. So they put it up front. And they give us 25 minutes of it. They're like, we've got gameplay. The game's coming out in 3 months. We have to sell this game. And they got to sell it. So that's why they showed so much of it. So from the audience perspective, it was weird because it was like, why are we seeing so much of this? But I was thinking from their perspective, I was like, oh, they just got to sell the game. That's all it is. If this flops, you think their studio will be in trouble? I don't know, Ferbs. That's a great question. I don't know. Anyways, that's Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it day one. I'm excited about it. What was it? Final Fantasy Origin? Is that what it's called? Final Fantasy Origin? Stranger in Paradise, that's what it is. Is this DMCA? Is this DMCA? Chaos, guys. Please just mute it.
Chaos. That's my mission.
How many times did he say chaos? Does anybody know? Team Ninja's a great developer, by the way. Team Ninja's awesome.
Chaos has been waiting for us.
Chaos, there we go, that's 2.
Go in there and find you?
Guess we'll just show ourselves in.
That sweet t-shirt. Hold on a second, hold on. Oh, I love this. I love it so much. Okay. Let's count the chaoses. Let's count the chaos. This was, again, I am not a Final Fantasy fan, so I was waiting to see how what chat thought of this.
Kill chaos. That's my mission.
And chat was kind of like confused.
Looks like chaos has been waiting for us.
Oh, I don't study cash. I don't think we're getting any of that.
Find you?
Yeah, count the chaoses, guys. Look at that. Button down. He's wearing like a...
I only know one
that's like a long underwear shirt.
Kill chaos.
That's 3.
We need to. It's not a hope or a dream. It's like a hunger.
The gameplay looks like a lot of fun. The gameplay looks like a lot of fun.
You sure chaos is here?
Chaos.
We can only squash monsters for so long. I hate doing pest control.
This is the shrine of chaos. He's here.
Chaos again?
We just have to hunt him down. Feel the pain.
Holy shit, dude.
The darkness is so thick I can taste it. This is it. No doubt. Die already.
See, that looks cool. That looks rad.
There was a knight who left on the same journey,
except for that shirt.
But never returned. His name was Garland. If you could, I would be grateful if you looked for him.
Chaos.
That zoom in. That zoom in.
I'll crush you. Know when you're beaten. And who are you? We're here to kill chaos.
The prophecy's very own warriors of light.
Real.
He always wore such splendid armor, with a helmet that was terrifying to behold.
It's Garland.
No. I become chaos.
That's 8. That's 8. Holy shit, dude. They say it 8 times in 2.5 minutes. Okay. I'm just going to give you my really uneducated opinion about this trailer. Coming from somebody who's only played like Kingdom Hearts and a little bit of Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is what I expect.
I'm here to kill chaos.
This is what I expect from a Final Fantasy trailer. I expect insanity, right? I expect insane character designs, insane story, a narrative that makes no fucking sense. I expect all of this. So when I see this stuff, it doesn't surprise me. So when people are like, boy, this looks dumb, I'm like, well, it's always been dumb. Kingdom Hearts was always stupid. I mean, of course, like, it's Nomura. It's always stupid. So when people are like, I don't understand, why did you say chaos so much? It's like, of course, it's fucking dumb. Like, so it worried me when like actual Final Fantasy fans were like, boy, that looks stupid. Because I was like, oh boy, if you like those franchises and this looks stupid, then it might be a really bad time. So yeah, I mean, like, that said, do we have any well, Twitch frame, yeah. Again, when I say something it looks stupid or is stupid, the narrative's dumb, whatever, that doesn't mean that I hate it. It just looks stupid. Like, that's like me saying Fast and Furious looks stupid. I still go and see it because I think it might be dumb fun, right? So, are there any actual Final Fantasy fans in chat? Like, do we have huge Final Fantasy fans in chat? Because I want to know your opinion. I want to know your opinion. Like, what turns you off from this? What makes you excited about this? I would love to see what you guys have to say about this, because I like, and you know, 1 or 2 sentences about it. It looks bland. Final Fantasy 14 is the only decent one. Feels like a bit of chaos. Looks like DMC. Oh yeah. So Toomey says, "Yeah, I am Bruce. This isn't good." Oh no. Final Fantasy is always cheesy and a little cringy. This takes that to like 100. See, it's hard for me to tell. Kingdom Hearts was at 95. It's a 30-something-year-old being an edgy 14-year-old. The lone saving grace will probably be the combat. Yeah, Team Ninja's great at combat. They're great. They're great at combat. Miram. Hey, by the way, if you're a huge Final Fantasy fan, that's awesome. Like, I want to know why you like it so much. That it helps me get more into the lore and stuff like that. When someone else tells me this isn't Nomura's best designs, he's been leaning so hard to minimalist designs in the last few years and a lot of black. Interesting. Okay. All right. See, that helps me because you know Nomura better than I do. It doesn't have a card game. I'm out. Looks like a high budget mobile game. Really? That bad? Oh my gosh. Do you have any thoughts on Kiwi? Maximus, I don't really have any thought. I barely watched it yesterday. Everybody was hoping for Final Fantasy 16. Everyone was hoping for Final Fantasy 16 and instead got this. I've been a Final Fantasy fan my entire life. All I can hope for is they give us a full story right away. Let's see here. I'm like Final Fantasy 15. Oh, Ears of Justice. What's up, Ears? Not like Final Fantasy 15. Gotcha. Again, this just helps me. It educates me a little bit. Because like with Kingdom Hearts, I finally, when I played through the first, I just played through the first one and then played like 6 hours of the second one. Holy balls, man. Like, I think I understand why people like it, but the stories are insane. The stories are so stupid. Boy, are they dumb. Like, just trying to find meaning in them is so hard. But that's okay. Not a big deal. Again, it doesn't bother me. It's just for me, personally. This is what I mean by too anime, by the way. This sort of stuff. When they say chaos 8 times in 2.5 minutes, that's too anime. Weibo says, I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. Final Fantasy VII was my first mainstream game. It's always been interesting to see how they reinvent the hero's journey. Final Fantasy VII resonated so much because Cloud was a flawed protagonist and grows throughout the game. Weibo, you did a really good job of describing that. Kingdom Hearts is so convoluted that it was so hard for me to identify with that. Final Fantasy VII Remake, I actually kind of could. I liked that story. I wish I was able to play it more, actually. Thank you, Shandar, for the resub. Good to see you, Shandar. And OzCats. Thanks for the Prime OzCats. Very much. I'm agreeing that the art direction is just so bland compared to the rest of the franchise. One of the biggest critiques of Final Fantasy 15 was the character design of the main characters. This just feels like doubling down. Interesting. So, after the designs of 15, it seems like the designs of 15 may have been a little different. And then they were like, you know what? We're going all in. We're going all in. And if you didn't like the new designs of 15, then I guess you're out of luck. Oh, thanks, Toomey. Thank you as always, Toomey. I will say the Team Ninja engine doesn't show well. Their games are always gorgeous once you have it and are playing it. All right, Lynn. Yeah, I get you. I agree. I kind of agree with that. These games never look like fun for me, but then once you play them, they are fun. So that's just good game design, but they don't like Lynn said, they don't look good. So to me, it always just looks like a mess. But then when I played them, I was like, oh, this is actually really fun. Hungry Guy said, my favorite part about 14 is it's a world I can live in. 1 second I'm killing God, and then I'm a tavern playing cards and doing it all with friends. I don't see any of that. Yeah, this is very clearly a single-player, story-based narrative. Nomura really has a thing for edgy, dark character designs. He never quite got out of his emo phase. The gameplay seems fun. This is early alpha footage, so I'm willing to give it a chance. Absolutely, me too. Like Lawrence swore by DMC. He's like, DMC was always, you know, like the gameplay was what was the focus of DMC. That story looks so stupid in Devil May Cry. But if the gameplay was fun, then the gameplay was fun. For me, that's always been my priority. If gameplay was great, the story could be stupid. Didn't matter, right? I could play through a stupid story if I enjoyed the game. But that's just me. That's my personality. That's what I look for in a video game. DMC is Ninja Theory. Sorry, you're right. You're right, Marcellus. You're right. I got that wrong. See, like, again, I'm not super educated when it comes to these games. That's why I want to make sure I get educated. There's no shadows in the cutscenes. Interesting. But yes, thank you. Thank you for correcting me on that. I can play their games with no story as long as it's fun. Yeah, exactly. Like Fall Guys. Master Sergeant Bates! Good to see you, Master Sergeant! Okay. Enough talk about Final Fantasy.
Looks like chaos has been waiting.
What other games should we talk about? Aria? Alright. Yeah, Aria, you're not wrong. Redfall. Yes. Redfall. Let's talk about Redfall. Redfall was yet another one of those things that I was like, are people gonna like this? When I was watching it, so let me give you a little background on how I was watching this. The way we watched the press conferences was we had this really fucking cool viewing room in on our set, basically. And we could watch most of it from that viewing room. It was rad. However, before we had to start our show, we would have to walk out to set to get ready for our little host wraps. So, oh sure, Ruby Rose, I can. Hold on, let me before I do Redfall. FF16. Is there an FF16 trailer? Oh, this. That's right. I forgot about this trailer. Here's Final Fantasy 16, real quick, and then we'll talk about Redfall. Benubs, thanks Benubs for the resub. All right, let's watch this and find out why this looks better. Final Fantasy 16 trailer. We will, Nacho Madness, we will.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
How do we even know the girl will be among us?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them.
Austin, I didn't.
Sergeant, let's summon their icon.
Icon? That thing's a bloody mountain.
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily. This will be a bitter fight.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this. Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him.
So is this going to be...
What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge?
Is this going to be like Final Fantasy VII Remake combat? Is that going to be like... Is that the way this is going to play?
What does it matter? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
I assume that's the way this is going to play.
The Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
Dragoons. Imperial Vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
It's gonna play like 15. How does Marcellus, how does 15 play? How does 15 play? Is it like Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Phoenix.
know, right, Venubs? I played 15 in the mode that pauses the combat. Gotcha.
Second life on a fire. But that's impossible.
Final Fantasy VII Remake was like a hybrid between 15's gameplay, action-focused, more like The Witcher, and turn-based. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was cool.
The legacy of the crystals.
I'm not seeing enough chaos. Here, you want me to just say chaos over it? Chaos, chaos, chaos. Chaos. Chaos, chaos. I would say 15 is the start of what became the Final Fantasy VII Remake combat. That's what I thought, Cow Chaos.
Enough.
It's a new combat system made by the same dude that designed the combat in DMC5. Oh, really, Casket Salesman? That's cool.
I'll kill you. If it's the last thing I do.
Okay, alright. Cairo. Okay, so you are right. This trailer is 100 times better. 100 times better than that other one. Than Stranger of Paradise. But, to be fair, Stranger of Paradise looks like it might be a video game that did not have the resources of Final Fantasy 16. Right? Final Fantasy 16's story, just from that trailer that I watched just right now, looks to be convoluted, just like every other Final Fantasy. Looks to be kind of ridiculous, a little over the top, but not incredibly stupid, like Stranger of Paradise. So it's I see what you're saying. I absolutely see what you're saying. Yeah, the level of anime is rising. Exactly. If it isn't convoluted, is it really a Final Fantasy game? Exactly, Sailor Megan. Stranger from Paradise had a lot more gameplay. It did. It totally did. Yeah, so Stranger Paradise is 100% a B team project. If it turns out to be a great game, then awesome. Let the devs mess around a bit and experiment with something different. Yeah, that's the way it looks to me. And when Final Fantasy 16 is going to be the highest concept story, where, you know, it's going to be filled with gods and monsters and a revenge story and a love story and all other bullshit that I find so hard to follow along or care about. But it'll probably be a better game. Who knows? But yes, the trailer is absolutely better than Stranger of Paradise. Absolutely. Sneaknator is really excited about the Resident Evil 3 remake. Is that are you keep spamming it? Okay, Redfall. So, like I was saying before, we watched everything in a viewing room, but then we would come out to set right before we knew the press conference was going to end. So when Phil Spencer was like, "Oh, and one more thing," at the end of the Xbox Bethesda press conference, I was like, "Oh, Elder Scrolls 6. Elder Scrolls 6, here it comes." And then they showed this. And I was watching it like basically I was like in the sun trying to keep an eye on what was happening in the trailer, and I could only hear one side of the audio in my ear, blah, blah, blah. So I did not think that people were excited about it. I know Radio Glove, I think they ended with this because it's a new IP. I think they were excited about this new IP. Okay, let's watch it. I think they ended with Redfall because they were... And Arcane makes great games, they do. So I think they were genuinely very excited about showing a new IP. So good for them. Good for them. That's a big chance to take, by the way. That's a big chance to take, because they could have ended with the Halo, you know, the Halo trailer, and they didn't.
25 centimeters.
I'm like, this is all story. There's no gameplay. These are the character designs. Character designs are cool, but they don't necessarily mean that much to me. But again, I'm more focused on gameplay. I'm more focused on gameplay than I am on story. Yeah, why end with a CG trailer? Probably just because, again, they want people to know that they have a new IP. I can't tell if it's RPG focused or horde combat. It felt to me like it was... This felt to me like Left 4 Dead. This felt to me like Left 4 Dead with vampires. But Lynn said it was like open world co-op. Is it open world co-op, Lynn? Is it open world co-op? We don't do. Does anybody know? Do we actually know for sure? They said it could be played single player.
In Redfall, Massachusetts, behind me.
Lynn is saying it's open world co-op. So not necessarily Left 4 Dead. Yeah, like, so it's like Division? Are we thinking like Division?
Really hope the video was
or is it Avengers? Thanks, Barry. Thank you, Barry, for the resub. I think it's more like Borderlands. That seems to me like it might be a little more like that. It might be like a Borderlands. Borderlands seems maybe the most appropriate. Yeah. Is it like Outriders? I don't know. Class hero base, so less Division, more Borderlands. Yeah, Borderlands seems the most appropriate. That's a good comparison. Redfall is an open world co-op shooter about a city overrun with vampires that's somewhere between multiplayer and single player. When introducing the trailer to Microsoft, blah, 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 company's vice president of gaming described Redfall as an open world shooter that players will be able to enjoy on their own or with friends. All right, open world co-op. Open world co-op. I guess Outriders is open world co-op. Yeah, Lynn, I thought about that. That'd be awesome. Sounds to me more like Borderlands, where there's a story you can progress if you want, or you can just kind of wander around and get loot. Maybe like Ghost Recon Wildlands, maybe like that. Ghost Recon Wildland might also be a good comparison. Yeah, Arcane's great, always have been. They've been fantastic for a really long time. It doesn't look like it'll be funny. There might be like a few...
I think there's
like a few moments like this.
What does it taste like? Be specific.
Like blood and death and strawberry.
Atomize.
Let's keep moving.
Sure thing, Edgar Allan Bro.
That's a good one.
Do you think things will ever go back to normal?
Would you want to go back to normal?
Not if I still have to pay my student loans.
Stranger Things vibe here. Hey, what's up, Chef A? What's up, Chef A? Thank you for the tier 2, as always, Chef A. Okay, so couple of things. Arcane generally does focused combat. Usually they do like Dishonored. They're doing Deathloop. And thanks, Slick. And this will be different because it sounds like if it's open world co-op, then it's not going to be so much focused on Rails combat. Yes, Dale. They did, Dale. So I will still give Arcane the benefit of the doubt, but I bet it will play differently than you're expecting Dishonored or Deathloop to play. I bet. So I wouldn't expect it's going to be as polished as a Dishonored. Arcane is 2 different teams. Yeah, this is Arcane Austin. I know. That's what I'm trying to say. It's all Arcane, but I want to make sure that I'm imagining it's going to be a little different. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm just saying it's going to be a little different. What the fuck? What in the hell? Ross? Ross raid? My goodness, guys. Ross? Holy balls. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in from Rubber Ninja Stream. Good old Ross. Good old Ross. Ross, it's been too long, my friend. It has been too long. I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope your stream was fantastic. My gosh. Welcome over, everybody. I am just going through my thoughts, just recapping E3 game by game, basically. Like, we're just talking about what we want to talk about. So if somebody has a suggestion like, hey, let's talk about Redfall, we're talking about Redfall. So we're talking about Redfall right now. We talked about Final Fantasy. We talked about Battlefield. We talked about Halo. Wow, thank you very much, Ross. That's a massive, massive raid. You guys are saying Razer won E3. Oh yeah, that's right. Razer did a press conference. Wait, how did they win E3? You tell me how. How'd they win E3? Someone tell me. The old and original director of the studio left Arcane in 2017, so owner of the structure studio retained the original. Yeah, yeah. Razer had hand gestures, gamer mask. I knew about the gamer mask. I know about that gamer mask. They were ultra. Were they plus ultra, or were they ultra? Were they plus ultra, or were they ultra? Sideways Taint. Thanks for gifting a sub, Sideways Taint. Mr. Pippenstein hit me with 100 bits. Kia Paz. Kia, still got your artwork here. I haven't opened it yet. Kia gifted 5 subs to the Rubber Ninja crew. Please do something nice for someone else if you got gifted it. And I don't mean another sub. I just mean anything nice for anybody else. Thank you, Kia Paz, for gifting 5 to the Gooses and to the Bruce. Greg Olenek and Carl597. Thank you for the resubs, Greg and Carl. Razer was like super ultra. That's not plus ultra. That is not plus ultra. Ultra thin, ultra ports, ultra charging. I'm really glad I did not watch Razer. Oh, Cloudless, we did Starfield. We talked about Starfield already. We did not talk about Lemnis Gate, although Lemnis Gate is an interesting one. Anyways, Redfall looks like a game that I definitely want to play. Open world co-op. Can't wait to play it with Lynn. Cannot wait to play it with Lynn because I know this is a Lynn style game. Nintendo announces tomorrow, Retro Ron. What's up, Roxas? But I'm really happy. I'm genuinely very happy that people were excited about Redfall because this was a major risk. I might, Bigu, I might. This was a major risk to end quite possibly one of their biggest press conferences of all time ever for E3 with a totally new IP that no one's ever heard of. Slime Rancher 2? People were excited about Slime Rancher Radiated Ginger. What the hell? What the? I had no idea, Radiated Ginger. So I was like, hey, kudos to you. Kudos to you for announcing a brand new IP. All right. All right, chat. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think about this. Are you excited? Are you excited? Yes or no? Are you excited about the Avatar video game? Stratodon? Yes or no? Are you excited about the Avatar video game? I see a lot of no's. I see a lot of no's in there. This could be a really fun open world game. This could be a fun open world Ubisoft Assassin's Creed style game. I would imagine it's going to be like an open world Ubisoft, or you know, like a Ubi open world game. I imagine it's going to be like that. I imagine that that's the way this is going to play. Out of principle, I refuse to support this franchise. It could be. You never know. I'm honestly, I would bet that Ubisoft is making this like an Assassin's Creed, but it's Avatar. It's lame Far Cry. Come on. Guys, every one of you saw Avatar. Every one of you saw that movie in theaters. Right? Radio Glove? I know I am. Every one of you saw it. Don't you dare say you didn't. Every single person in the fucking world saw this movie. Don't lie to me. Don't you lie to me. I walked out of the theater.
I can't believe they made Elise into a video game.
Unholy Grazer. Amazing. Look. Avatar is one of the biggest selling movie franchises of all time, and somehow everybody hates it. Somehow everyone hates it. It's such an interesting thing because Avatar has like, I feel like public perception of Avatar has gotten worse and worse over time, which is weird because it like I said, it for the longest time it was the #1 highest grossing film of all time ever, and just recently Avengers Endgame passed it. So I know people saw this film in theaters. I know they did. And it's interesting to me. It is interesting to me that now everybody hates Avatar. People love to hate things. That's true, Lark. You're right about that. It was okay, but mostly known for spectacle. It was, yeah. It was all 3D. It was all 3D. The 3D was amazing. The 3D was just absolutely gorgeous when it came to this movie. And the movie was fine, right? It was like, it's fine. It's fine. It wasn't like a revelatory experience, but the 3D was beautiful and the movie was not too bad. But yeah, sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze. But now everybody doesn't give a fuck about it. People are upset. People are like actively angry. People are actively angry that they made an Avatar video game. Also, we're getting like 3 more Avatar movies. I hope you guys are ready for those. You can't remember a single character's name? I can. Jake Sully? I remember Jake Sully. I remember Natiri. Yeah, people are actively angry that we're getting a video game and more movies and all this other shit. So, you guys better settle in. Okay, here's my lesson. I'm going to teach you another lesson right now. I hope you guys are ready. If you are angry about Avatar, okay, if you're angry about this video game, I'm going to teach you right now. If you are angry about this video game, if you're angry about those movies coming out, don't you go fucking see them. Don't buy this video game. Don't see those movies. Because if you don't go see them, and if you don't buy the video game, they'll stop making it. All right? They will stop making it. So don't go. I'm not an Avatar fanboy at all. No. Joseph Anderson. Thank you, Joseph Anderson, for the resub. I'm not telling you to pirate. No, I'm telling you to avoid this stuff. I'm telling you you stay away from those movies. You stay away from those movies. You stay away from this video game. Okay? Don't do it. Don't you buy this video game and don't see that movie. If Avatar 2 comes out and it makes $1 billion, I'm going to be so upset at you personally. I'm going to be so upset at you personally. All right? Because I'm going to be like, what the fuck? We all agreed to not see this movie. We all agreed to not see this movie. All right? So don't see it. I'm going to go see...
I saw something about an Avatar game on Twitter and I was really hyped to play as an airbender. Needless to say, my disappointment was immeasurable and my day was ruined.
Oh, man. Oh, Big Hoo. I'm sorry, Big Hoo. The hate is just the hype. Everyone's going to watch it. I know, Lord Ander. I know. And when everybody sees this film and it makes $1 billion, and then people are going to go like, I don't want to see Avatar 3. Don't go see it. Stop it. Don't buy the video game. Don't go see the movie. Okay? That's the lesson for today. That's the lesson for today. Don't see it. I'm going to go see it because I'm excited to see Avatar again in theaters. Absolutely. But I'm telling you, if you want them to stop making these movies or video games,
looks pretty epic, right? And how about that game announcement?
Hell yeah, Bomb City. Hell yeah. Don't see it. Don't buy it. Don't see it. All right? Don't do it. I'm telling you right now. Don't do it. All right. What game do you want to talk about now? What game do you want to talk about now? Kiwi. We'll briefly talk about Kiwi. I barely know what this is. I barely know what this is. Oh, we'll do Elden Ring after that. Oh, Stalker 2. Yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. Jeff and Deborah. Is Autumn going to be Deborah and I'm going to be Jeff? Is my wife going to be Deborah? Bangers, it's pretty great.
Avatar recently became the highest grossing movie again. I am pretty sure there was a re-release in China.
You're right, Stratodon. I saw that. You are right, Stratodon. Guys, I don't need to see any more. I don't need to see any more. I know it's adorable. I know that it's adorable. You can customize your Kiwis. I don't need to see any more. All I know is it's going to be a bunch of teamwork and you're going to have to yell at each other to do shit. It's an anxiety game. Absolutely. This better make more than Avatar. It's not going to. Boot away. I will be playing this with my wife. I'm sure of it. Okay, let's talk about Elden Ring. Kiwis are a native flightless bird in New Zealand. Let's talk about Elden Ring. Do they have their own channel? I always want to give... Yeah, here we go. I always want to give their own channel the view.
Please, Bruce Green. You are a Deborah if I've ever seen one. You exude Deborah energy through your every shoulder hair.
Thank you, C-word. That's very nice of you to say. All right, Elden Ring. No, Yoda, we have not done that. We need to. Elden Ring, here we go. Well, you guys are not going to like what I have to say about Elden Ring. I'm going to go to the bathroom while this plays because I've seen it 1,000 times. So I'll be back in just a sec.
Soon return. Guided by grace, once lost. The Golden Order is broken to its core.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition. Someone must extinguish thy flame.
They will fight, and they will die. In an unending curse. For how else is a champion or a lord
God.
to be born?
Oh yeah, there's chaos everywhere.
Well,
Thank you for talking about Kiwi. I will now shut up about Tiny Bird Mailman Simulator. Now Tiny Kin on the other hand.
Maximus loves everything tiny. Aristide. Aristide. I'll take that as a compliment. Me too, Sir Dread. Me too.
For all of us.
Okay, guys. Here's what I have to say about Elden Ring. Because we did our Inside Games episode. Good, Aristide. That's actually really good. We did our episode of Inside Games about Elden Ring. So I watched this trailer a bunch. We talked about it. It looks like Dark Souls 4. I don't know how else to say it. I'm sorry that I am a pleb. I am sorry that I am a just a casual. I am sorry that I am a someone who cannot delineate between one medieval spiritual knight or the other. I'm very, very sorry. It looks to me like maybe a brighter Dark Souls, a little more colorful. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It just looks like a Dark Souls. So here's the thing for me, for Elden Ring. I want Elden Ring, if it is another step on your balls, really hard game that's linear, I will like it or hate it as much as I like any other Dark Souls or Bloodborne, right? But if it's a co-op, if there's some co-op to it, or if it's an open world, then I'm a little more into it. Then if they have to change the gameplay for me. If it's open world, I'm in. Lasagna for Brains, thank you, Lasagna, for the resub, very much. The website says 1 to 4 players, terrific. Yes, if this is an open world co-op, I'm in. Because the Dark Souls game loop, or the Demon Souls game loop, whatever, just not my thing. I just don't like it. A lot of people love it. It is not my thing. Dark Souls is co-op? I mean, I think there's going to be just as much co-op as Dark Souls had co-op, which was kind of eh. Thanks, Lauren, for the resub, Lauren. I appreciate it. Have I not played Dark Souls co-op? Not really, no. But the open world, what I mean game loop, because every game has a game loop, right? Every game has a gameplay loop. Demon Souls is a good example of, like, you can beat a couple bosses and then you have to go grind. So you have to go out to the same areas, kill the same bosses or same enemies, get your XP up. That's a gameplay loop. That's a gameplay loop. I haven't played them because I'm a scrub and I know that I'll be terrible at it. Radio Glove, like, I know that if I play these games enough, I'm not going to be a scrub, right? You can practice these games because you're playing against a computer. It's AI. They're meant to be hard, but they're also meant to be beatable. So, ER will remove mounted combat and co-op, I've heard. Interesting, mans. That's really interesting. Is it a PlayStation exclusive? As far as I know, no. Not at all. Yeah, it's everything. You can have a max of 3 allied players and yourself in Dark Souls, I think. And additional players are invaders. That's cool. Everyone is terrible at Souls games when they start. Everyone. Yeah, no, totally they are. But if it's open world, I'm in. If they change the gameplay loop, let's go. I'm ready. I would love to have that. That to me, right? So it kind of feels like Breath of the Wild. They're probably a lot harder and a lot darker and a lot of shit, but hey, Mustardy Girl. Thanks, Mustardy, for the resub, very much. It is scary. If you've never played these games, they are super scary to play. Demon Souls was just a nightmare because, like I said, about 8 hours in, I was like, oh shit. I have to go and grind, but I don't like the grind. And that's the problem. I don't like the grind. Chris of the Stone Age? That's funny. Do you play Diablo? I played Diablo. I don't play it often. I'm not afraid of it. I just don't like it. So it has nothing to do with being afraid of it. I know that eventually I'll just play it over and over and be good at it. But that's not... the stories have never been very compelling either. What I remember for the Inside Game episode that we did, George R.R. Martin apparently wrote the backstory for this game, but not the game. So George R.R. Martin built the world, did the world building for this, but did not write the specific game story. Just so you know. Yeah, he wrote the mythos. And I might play Diablo 2 Resurrected Radio Glove. I might. So there's that. But just like Final Fantasy fans, I am not a Dark Souls fan or Bloodborne fan or whatever. That ain't me. So I need something to get me into it. I need a change in the gameplay. Oh, thanks, Budawan. I need something to get me into it that is different from the other games. And that's just for me. That's only for me. Guys, if you like that Dark Souls gameplay loop, fucking play the shit out of it. Go and play the shit out of it. I played Sekiro, Nick Sucka. I played Sekiro, got tired of it. But yes, I did. I played about 8 hours of it. No, Sekiro was not enough of change in play. No, not at all. Sekiro is the same deal. It's like you're basically just progressing along a level. There's a boss at the end of it. You know it's going to be hard. You know you're going to have to play through the whole level again. Like, it's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. It requires practice and a lot of practice. And if I don't like the practice, then I'm not going to be into it. So the open world is nice because it's like if I can do that with someone else who's like along for the ride and we can talk to each other and we both die and we're like, ah, fuck, let's go do it again. That's great. Jedi Fallen Master. Do you mean Jedi Fallen Order? Is that what you mean? Jedi Fallen Order was all looping. It wasn't. I played through it. It was a lot easier and you could adjust the difficulty too. It was, I felt that gameplay loop I enjoyed, but also it was Star Wars. It was Star Wars. So I was already in for the lore because it was Star Wars. This is different. I'm not attached to this. Oh man, Snazzy, I would love to play co-op with Lawrence. I would love to do that because Lawrence would carry me the whole way through. The game was too easy even on the hardest difficulty. I love that your name is Plebs, by the way. Perfect. Age of Empires, was it 3 or 4? I thought it was 4 that got announced. I could be wrong. Yeah, that was 4. Age of Empires 4 I'm excited about. Yeah. Again, you guys are like, Dark Souls has co-op, and I'm like, right, yeah, but I don't like the gameplay loop, so it doesn't matter. Like, I'm trying to, even if Elden Ring if their gameplay loop's a little different, I'll play it. Just a little bit. Oh, Munderdude, a lot.
His name is James Cameron, the bravest pioneer. No budget too steep, no sea too deep. Who's that? It's him, James Cameron, James Cameron, explorer of the sea with a dying thirst to be the first. Could it be? Yeah, that's him. James Cameron P. SFC 6.
Do you want me to talk about Far Cry 6? So I'm really happy. I am really happy for all of you Dark Souls, Bloodborne, From Software fans. I am really happy that you guys get a new game, that you get to be excited about it. But I'm going to teach you another lesson right now. Don't hold it against people if they don't like your game. Okay? It's okay. It's all right if somebody doesn't like your game. If they don't like Dark Souls, that doesn't mean that they're a casual. It doesn't mean that they're not, that they're bad at video games. Don't hold it against them. Just be like, oh yeah, cool. I play Battlefield. I love Battlefield. I'm good at Battlefield. If somebody says I don't like Battlefield, I don't go, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. You're just casual. You're just bad at it. I don't do that. don't do that. I just go, yeah, it's not, you know what? That's okay. That's all right. No big deal. Yeah, I respect the fandom too, but don't shit on me. Don't shit on me because I don't like it. All right? Again, I could probably beat you in Battlefield. I probably could. I could probably beat you in Battlefield. That doesn't mean I'm going to say you're bad at video games. There are so few video games I'm good at. And Battlefield and Apex I'm okay at. Like just a little bit. All right, Slime Rancher 2. Let's go through it real quick because I have no idea why people were excited for this game. I have no clue. Julian. Nice, mans. Hell yeah. Oh, I am a Mountain Blade pro. You're right. Buddha Wayne, maybe? No, I don't know. I'm not sure Buddha Wayne. Only if we start another hype train. Okay, guys. Slime Rancher. Here it is. Game of the year. Game of the year. And Henderson says game of the year. We can talk about Lemnis Gate real briefly. Guys, I never played Slime Rancher 1. What do you do in Slime Rancher? What do you do in Slime Rancher? Is it like a first-person Stardew? Is this a first-person Stardew? You ranch slime. Is it co-op? Is it co-op? Hold on. Is it co-op? Because if it's co-op, I could do it with Sark and APL and Diction. If it's co-op, we could ranch together. Looks like a $10 game. I mean, Chandar, it might be like 20 bucks. No co-op. And Henderson, I am excited for you. Trap slimes in a cage and watch them slowly die. I'm excited for you to ranch slimes again. Boy, am I excited for you. This looks like a game I might have Autumn play. And because Autumn may enjoy this. I'm just bad at this game. It does look cute, Ann Henderson. It does look cute. All right. Far Cry. Far Cry 6. What? 2 weeks ago. Oh, thanks, Buddha Wayne. Oh, Sea of Thieves. Let's do Sea of Thieves. You know what? Real quick, we'll do Far Cry. Thank you, Buddha Wayne, for the bits. Let's do Far Cry. Stop being a casual. What about the new Human Fall Flat with animals? Oh, yeah. Fucking, what was it? Furry something? Feisty blah, blah, blah. What is it? What was it called? Shit.
I recognize that voice. Let me ask you a question.
Party animals, right? Party animals. There it is.
Burning? What exactly is your plan? Hold hands, sing songs around the fire?
Sure, I know just the song.
I love Giancarlo Esposito. I love Giancarlo Esposito.
Time you learn about resolver, Danny. To take down Castillo,
I will play Far Cry 6.
The right tool for the right job.
Ooh, plebs, that would be great. Why not? Right, right, plebs.
It's a stealth operation. I got you covered.
We have not done Atomic Heart. Giancarlo Esposito is fantastic. Far Cry 5, I did not get to play enough. I wanted to play more of it. So I'm happy that I'm
taking out a high
streaming target now because I can play more of this when it comes out. Far Cry is always really stupid fun.
Blow shit up? Juan Cortez at your service.
It's really dumb fun. It's gonna be like it'll be stupid.
Everyone in Yada saw that shit. What? Wait a second. Who brought the rooster? Hey, whatever you need to get the job done, Danny.
See, like it looks. Oh, the physics. Far Cry's physics are great. Far Cry's open world is always
I
great.
want to play with that crazy backpack deal.
Wheelchair Pup is great. You get an attack cock. No, I'm looking forward to it.
So do I.
I'm looking forward to it. Comes out in just a couple months too, which is fantastic. Nico, thank you, Nico, for the resub. Very much. Now Lawrence is recovering from his 4 days of amazing drinking. Hopefully, I got to message him, but hopefully we'll do tomorrow. Hopefully we'll do tomorrow together. Watch the season pass trailer. Why is that? Let's check. Let's figure that out.
What is going on?
Oh, is this Blood Dragon?
My, what a happy family. RJ, tell your mother and sister to...
This is Blood Dragon, right?
You are alive.
What's up, oh hey?
That is all that matters. What the fuck? Peekaboo, motherfucker. Where the fuck am I? I too am a king who isn't afraid to slaughter to get what he wants. In my way.
You're all the bad guys.
Is this a test?
You're all the bad guys.
A dream. An opportunity. Then I will not waste it. You are beyond salvation. Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Yeah, it looks cool. I mean, like, again, Far Cry's got this nailed. They got this nailed. And Blood Dragon was rad. So, why do they show Blood Dragon at the end of that? Are they saying that they're going to update Blood Dragon, or are they going to release like a sequel to it? Why did they show that at the end? It comes in the season pass. Oh, okay, all right, gotcha. I wasn't sure. Hold on, before we do Psychonauts 2, somebody else had mentioned another game that we should check out. What was the other? Stalker 2. Yes, Stalker 2. Okay. I never played the first Stalker, but this looks awesome. I've done Halo already, Satanist. We talked about Halo. This looks awesome. Oh yeah, replaced. Very much like Metro, but Stalker, I believe the first Stalker was out way before Metro, right? The first Metro? Am I wrong about that? The first Stalker? I think the first Stalker is a really old game. Stalker was, like, in my opinion, the prequel to Metro. This looks like, you know what this looks like? It looks like a story-based Tarkov. This looks like a story-based Tarkov. I know, Radio Glove. That happens tomorrow, I think, right? Radio Glove? Yeah, it's the OG Stalker. Because Tarkov... Yeah, Tarkov is PvP Stalker for sure. Yep. Yep. Yeah, Vasinko, I need to play Chernobyl Light. I've been meaning to play it, actually. Slider, thank you, Slider, for the resub. I've been watching Chernobyl Light on the early access leaderboards on Steam. It does such a good job of like looking incredibly realistic, but also sci-fi. It's again like Tarkov, but Tarkov is basically supposed to be like real life, whereas this is not. Just so detailed. Oh, nice, Usenko. I'd heard good things. Is this supposed to be based off that All Is Russian movie? I don't know. Garthy, I'm not sure. This looks like what everyone wanted from Death Stranding. Man, who knows? I don't know what people wanted from Death Stranding. Moxie, some of these games look just fucking amazing. Just amazing. It's based off the old Stalker movie. Oh wow, I have shrimp. I didn't even know that.
О, месье, прошу прощения. Может, вам к ученым? Профессура. Они вам лабораторию найдут.
Yeah, this is gonna look fucking great. I mean, there's no way this is running on Series X, right? Is this running on Series X? No way. This has to be PC. Green Splat! What's up, Green Splat? Thank you, as always, Green Splat. Stalker movie is based off the book Roadside Picnic. Interesting. Yeah, you're right, Watermelon Fresh. That is controller aim. Kindred Hunter. Thank you, Kindred, for the resub. Very much. Thanks, Kindred and Green Splat.
Это хорошо. Он этого не заслужил. А пулю заслужил. Жаль, что ты так с ним поступил.
Yeah, Bomb City, this might be Series X.
Я не думал, как обойтись без его
Might be Series X.
Она не могла быть свободна, пока он жил.
No, I'll do Sea of Thieves here in a second.
Посмотри на нее. Нет, Скиф. Я не отдам ее никому. Зона дала мне жизнь. Новую жизнь. Жизнь, которую я готов вернуть, если потребуется. Я буду защищать ее. Всегда.
I just love the fact that like you're gonna get into those Half-Life weapons. You're gonna get into those Half-Life weapons for sure. Have I ever played Sea of Thieves? Oh, Garthy. Go to my YouTube channel, Garthy. Go to my YouTube channel. You've got about 300 hours of Sea of Thieves to watch. Type in exclamation point YouTube. Yeah, this looks awesome. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Cannot wait to play Stalker 2. All right. Sea of Thieves. Let's real quick go through it. I'll say what I said when they showed this. This is what I think this game has always angled towards. Gonna be honest with you. I always thought they wanted this game to be Pirates of the Caribbean. Sideways Taint, I can't wait. I can't wait, Sideways Taint. 15 players in Among Us. Sea of Thieves was always angled towards Pirates of the Caribbean. I bet they originally wanted this to be a Pirates of the Caribbean game. I would wager it. And they probably couldn't get the money back then. Because Sea of Thieves has always had everything that Pirates of the Caribbean had. It had, you know, ghost-controlled ships. It had, like, crazy squid lady faces. And it had awesome underwater caves with supernatural shit going on. It's very much like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Didn't realize we had company.
It's very, very much. Mermaids, the whole deal.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, this is... Who's the voice of Jack Sparrow, by the way? Do we know? Does anybody know who the voice of Jack Sparrow is for this? I'm curious.
Because of the treasure Jack stole, a darkness followed him here. And if
Spooky, that's not up to me, Spook.
This world will sink into shadow.
Donnie Jeff.
The sea holds many secrets.
Can someone look up who the Is it really Johnny Depp? No way, is it Johnny Depp?
From what I I hear of this so-called Sea of Thieves is nothing but cursed crews.
There's no way.
Bloodthirsty mermaids. A legion of dead, angry pirates.
Someone look it up.
Oh, yeah.
Stop giving me joke answers.
And now, one day,
I want to actually know who it is.
Well, I believe that now is the perfect time to use these cannons.
I want to know who it is, chat.
Without the attack, our base
Google it.
is a world that refuses to face the truth.
It hasn't been revealed?
Destroy that!
It's Gerard Butler, the guy who did Kingdom Hearts and Disney Infinity. Oh, interesting. Oh, Jared Butler? Jared Butler. June Video. Thank you, June Video, for the resub. And Kerchungus as well. You're welcome, Kerchungus. It's Jared Butler. Yeah, this is... It's what this game always should have been.
Thieves, eh? Bring me that horizon.
Yeah. It's, I think, when they were developing this game, I think they were like, we could turn this into a Pirates of the Caribbean video game, no problem. And they couldn't get the license, and now they can. So there you go. I have done Guardians, Olay. I did Guardians. Oh, Lemnis Gate. Talk about Lemnis Gate. Future Show Gamescom. Is this, will this work? How long is this? No, you haven't missed Replaced. I'll do Replaced. Did Redfall. Okay, so Lemnis Gate. Lemnis Gate. This looks to me...
Hi, I'm James Anderson.
This feels to me like very much like a Portal.
We're an indie studio.
Am I wrong about that? Does this seem like a Portal to you guys? Like Portal 2?
Currently working on Lemnis Gate. You might have seen our reveal trailer on Open
did Outer
Night
Worlds
Live,
2, yes.
but,
Did Outer
today
Worlds
we're
2.
Here and very excited to share more details with you.
I kind of don't know what to say other than it just feels like
Lemnis
Portal.
Gate is a turn-based strategy first-person shooter.
Because they're calling it a turn-based strategy first-person shooter.
So how this works,
and
the whole game is set
the shooting doesn't seem to be as important as the fact that you're in a 25-second time loop. That seems to be the more important part of this.
25 seconds. Every single action I did in that
Portal with actual shooting at other people.
And over until
And it's
the end of the match.
seemingly
Then the opponent
PvP.
does the same thing and
I
plays
don't...
for 25 seconds.
You're
So
playing
now
against
the two
actual, like other
characters
humans, right? Like,
in the same
I would assume you can play against
25
bots, but you're
So
supposed to
then
play
we
against
take
other
turns
humans.
going back and forth, adding more and more characters.
Oh, Rose, I love it.
Same 25-second time loop until the end of the 10th round, where there'll be 5 of me.
So you
and
do
5
a
of
25-second
you
time
all
loop,
over the same 25
and then what you
So
do
if I
is
could summarize how it feels or how it plays.
you play through it again over and over and over to get to the objective before the other team
It's
does.
a game where strategy is just as important.
This game is going to suck. We'll see.
In order to survive, you'll need keen observation.
Yeah, we talked about Avatar.
Careful planning and some skillful
Yeah.
execution.
E-Turk.
So here we're looking at some exclusive footage. It's taken in one of our worlds called the Arbor. So in Lemnis,
I'm still not seeing where
all
Portal
our
comes
different
along.
maps
The reason
take
it's Portal
place
is because
in different worlds
you and another
spanning
person
the
have to
entire
work
galaxy,
together
which creates a great variety of
to
locations.
complete a goal
We're currently watching
that
one versus
feels a
one
little...
game, but we do support
It's going to
one
feel
v1
recursive
and
because it is
2v2
in terms of time
online.
loops.
And what's really cool about
And that's
Lemnis Gate
what
is
Portal 2 is. Like Portal 2 you have to like
turn-based shooter, you can
play
actually
through a bunch
play
of different
local
scenarios to
multiplayer
eventually get to the right one, and that's what this is going to be. But they're going to force you to play through
What
those
we're seeing
scenarios.
right now is a local game, so you actually get to see the perspective of both competing players at the same time. So you might have noticed a little drone flying around. We call this our spectator mode. So before you take your turn, you can freely move the camera around the entire
Not Buddha
map,
Wayne. Not yet,
and
Buddha
you see
Wayne.
that the time loop's playing out underneath you. So you have full visibility.
Yeah, Firecloud, you don't
of
have to
all the
see it.
characters
I'm just,
and all
like I
the
said,
actions that have
it's going to
taken
require
place
you and
so
another
far in
player
the game
to
are fully visible
think
to you.
outside the box, and that's
Another
what Portal
cool
2
feature
always
in
makes you
Lemnis
do.
Gate is what we call ghost mode.
It always
So
makes
in
you
Lemnis Gate, if
trial
you
and error
die,
through a bunch of
death is
different,
not
like,
final. You keep
you
playing
have
for
to,
the remainder
you
of the
don't
25
immediately get it on the
seconds
first try, and that's what this is going to force you to do that.
Go back in time on the
From what I
next
saw, you only get 5 loops.
save
Yeah,
your previous
there you go.
character from dying, and any actions that you took as
This game's called
will
Lemnis Gate. Lemnis Gate. Time loops seems to be the thing, right? Seems to be the thing this year. There's also that game 12 Minutes, which was also based on time loops. Oh yeah, I saw that, Moxie. I know what that is. Yeah, it's a puzzly shooter, exactly. Very much similar to Portal. Did you reach to Nikita or was it for an event? Yeah, no, I talked to Nikita for the Twitch Gaming E3 show. Oh yeah, Deathloop as well. 12 minutes looks awesome. Okay, what else? Loop Hero 2, you're right. Shit. What other games? What other games should we talk about? Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart. I don't think I got a chance to look at this one. I think I missed this. Yes, yes, Firecloud. I know that Portal is not equal to a time loop. But again, with Portal, you have to play through things over and over and over to get it right. I've said it over and over. Firecloud, you don't have to understand. I'm just telling you that that's what it seems like to me. Because Portal doesn't, you don't just get it shut right on the first try. You have to trial and error, and that's what that's going to be. I'm on a time loop right now, explaining myself. What the fuck is this? What is that? I didn't see this. I was not able to watch that. What the fuck was that? Does anybody know? Looks like BioShock. Like a fucking wild BioShock, or maybe like a Outer Worlds. Russian BioShock? That was wild. I am that's going to rely on Steam reviews, whether or not that sells, for sure. Whether or not people get into that, because it might just be a story-based shooter, right? It might just be like a 10-hour, you play through a weird story.
You say it reminds you of Portal 2, but I saw absolutely no potatoes. Explain that you're clearly not thinking straight.
Man, you guys, the text-to-speech today is on point. Text-to-speech today on point. You guys are doing great. Don't worry. We see Firecloud and I see each other basically every day. We talk every day. No, I'm not, like I said, we don't have to understand each other perfectly. It's not a big deal. Oh, Snazzy, that was the first thing I talked about, Snazzy. I can't wait. I'm so excited, Snazzy. I can't wait. Okay, this is replaced. This is replaced, and this may actually live up to your cyberpunk fantasies. This game may live up to your cyberpunk fantasies. Maybe. Possibly. Gameplay looks super fun, very engaging. The trailer showed how batshit the game is. Yeah. Bomb City, absolutely. System Shock, yeah. This may live up. Yes, Aristide, I did get to watch that. It was cool. It's cool. Man, when I saw this, Lawrence is going to play the shit out of this. Lawrence is going to love the shit out of this. Somerville looks cool too, yeah. Wonder too. There might be nudity in this game. Yeah, the art design is unbelievable. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. 2022 is when that game comes out. Ferris Bueller. Ferris Bueller. I'm glad to hear it. Ferris Bueller. Yeah, it looks great. That looks super cool. That was one of the few indie side scrollers that I was like, I might actually play that. Yeah, Katana Zero, absolutely. I played a little bit of that in Insomniac. Forza, yes. Forza.
Come to San Diego, there's so much to see. From the sparkling waters of Mission Bay to the warm tortillas of Old Town. And after a day of sightseeing, why not try spanking it in one of our charming city streets? San Diego, come take a load off. Forza? Had to drop a donation after seeing you rep a Militia Titanfall t-shirt on the E3 stream.
You bet, Fate.
Titanfall's my most favorite game, and to see it get that exposure made me really happy. Keep it up, Bruce.
Fate, I love that shirt, and I love the fact that most people don't know what it is. I love that shirt, and I love the fact that nobody really knows what it is. All right. So thank you for watching, Fate, and for the donation.
I'm Mike Brown, creative director at Playground Games.
Okay.
And I can't wait to show you what we've been working on. Horizon.
Will this be, guys? Will this be the game trailer
this year, the Horizon
that
Festival
gets you to play Forza?
diverse
Because
Mexico.
Forza keeps making video games that look
in a Forza Horizon
maybe possibly have some of the greatest graphics that have ever been made. Yeah, and a lot of people say no. The graphics are just insane. They are literal insanity. I would love to play it. I was also really, I thought it was really cool that they have like a campaign that you can play through as well. I'm not crazy about racing games generally. But it was cool that there was like a little campaign that they're like, oh yeah, you can play this little narrated campaign, which is, I was like, that might get me in.
And we also have Abraham with us as well.
But
he's one of the talented actors who will be appearing
every year, whether or not it's Forza Horizon or Forza Motorsport, it's just like unbelievable. It's unbelievable what they're putting together. And this is right now. This video is compressed.
Journey across Mexico to explore new locations and discover places.
This video is compressed, unfortunately. But I was watching this on Twitch and it looked just insane. You know, the names above the cars mean they are other players. I assumed Radio Glove, yeah. Sorry, I'm on Gran Turismo's side, but both games have amazing graphics. Yeah, Speed Demon, Gran Turismo is the same deal. The graphics they put together for Gran Turismo and Forza Motorsport are just fucking wild. Sideways taint.
It's our adventurous campaign.
They're just fucking crazy.
Been a game that's best with others.
Why is this fucking video all compressed? They're the perfect example of taking an existing franchise and absolutely crushing it by making something different. Something that would likely appeal to the current fan base. Yeah. I just wonder if this is going to be the year that people play Forza. Because they keep making these games and clearly they have fans, but I don't know how big they are. I don't know how much they sell. I don't know how much they must sell. Okay.
Thanks to the next generation of our Horizon Live servers, everyone else we
I don't know, Yoda.
Real players. And it looks like Maddie has been joined by some other members.
Maybe they're cheap to make. Maybe, yeah. Maybe. When they were talking about photogrammetry, the photogrammetry where they went out and just took pictures or took 24-hour 12K video, right? 24-hour 12K video of like the Mexican, Mexican hills or Mexican mountains, and then put them into the video games. It's crazy.
This is a
oh, really, J-Ho? There you go, J-Ho.
Just one of the many beautiful, faithful pieces of Mexico you'll find all over Forza
Just crazy.
Horizon 5.
Derp! Oh, Derp, we're glad to have you, Derp. Always. You know that. Thank you for the tier 3, Derp. Always.
While Don drives down to the beach, we'll jump over to the Gran Caldera
What's up, Burfus?
volcano.
Most people don't want to drop $70 to see if they like racing games. Yeah, I agree. See, there you go. So this is photogrammetry. They went out, took pictures of the hills, and then just dropped it right into a video game.
Recreated at this level of detail.
Looks great.
And here's Sierra
Looks great.
in her favorite
This will definitely be on Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, you're good.
Friends are exploring is the highest point ever in a Horizon game.
I might actually play this. I might actually play the campaign or something. Because I am a car. I love cars.
In the distance, we can just
Racing games in general, just not my thing usually.
Let's take a closer look. Guanajuato is one of the most beautiful cities anywhere in the world. It's a colorful, undulating city.
Oh yeah, Derp, we just talked about that, Derp.
It even has a sprawling network of tunnels. And these twisting, turning, overlapping streets mean that as well as looking good, it plays great too.
Burnout or Forza? I like Burnout because I like the gameplay in Burnout more than I like Forza. But
while Don tries to win that race, the rest of our players
what these guys are doing, what these developers are doing, I'm so amped for these guys because they're clearly passionate about it, and they're like this is some of the best shit you've ever seen. This is some of the best graphics you've ever seen of all time.
And thanks to the Xbox Series console,
yeah, Moxie, that's what I've heard.
Photorealistic skies result in lifelike lighting that dynamically changes every frame, making you feel like you're really there.
Playing with friends and doing fun challenges and stuff would be fun. Sailor Megan, I agree.
She's joined by
it'd be hard to. I don't know how we could get our friends together. I just don't know if their other friends would play. You know who would play this with me is Game Attack. I feel like Game Attack would play this with me.
And then helps you link up and play together.
Is Game Pass worth it, Julian? I mean, I don't. I think so, absolutely. I don't know that you're going to find anybody that tells you that Game Pass isn't worth it.
Here we see our new
I 100% think it is. I think it's like, is it $15 a month or something?
Sunlight dapples through the dense rainforest. A Horizon arcade minigame is about to start.
Yeah, drummer. The campaign drummer. They showed the campaign in this trailer, and that's what got me into it. I was like, oh. Is it $10? $10? Oh, $15 a month for Ultimate. Gotcha. $10 a month. Hashtag ad. I wish they were paying me to talk about Game Pass.
Signaled by the Horizon cargo plane dropping a payload of piñatas.
Ooh, over this way. Gotta catch up to you guys.
Our players now have to work together.
Check out the limited run showcase a few hours ago. Jar Jar, I did not. I did not.
There's loads along the main road. Here I go. I'll take a look through the bushes here. There's some between the houses.
15 minutes is a bit. They kept talking about stuff that's in all Forza games. Oh, I get you. Radio Glove. This demo was 7 minutes long. This demo was 7 minutes.
This is Events Lab.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then you can make your own courses too.
To create your own races,
yeah.
Game modes, and gameplay experiences.
That was cool. You can create your own courses.
Everything, right down to the fundamental rules of the game.
Like GTA Online, Fall Guys, whatever.
Forza Horizon 5 is the largest, most fun, and most beautiful open world we've ever built. And it will truly be an astounding showcase for the Xbox Series consoles.
Microsoft doing the Ultimate Bundle with 2-year subs, and they give you an Xbox?
When it comes
I don't know,
Xbox
Broken.
Game Pass this November 9th. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in Mexico later this year.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Man, it looks beautiful. Do you understand how Game Pass is profitable for Microsoft? I can't get my head around it. Game Pass is... I would imagine Game Pass is not profitable for them yet. I would imagine what they're doing is getting people into their ecosystem. And then once they're there, they're paying for other video games. They're paying for a Series X or a Series S. Is Xbox Live also... I think you also have to pay for Xbox Live on top of Game Pass? Am I wrong about that? I think it's right now they're just losing money. It's like when they sell consoles. So I think you have to pay for... No, Game Pass Ultimate has Live in it. Yeah. So once you're there, I would imagine you're going to spend a little more money in their ecosystem. 60 million subscribers at times 10 or 15 bucks, they make a profit. Yeah, it's all volume. They're probably for a while they were losing money. And Ferbs. And once you get enough people in, just like Netflix, you've got the volume to keep up that program. So yeah, recurring subscriptions, the whole deal. It's great. And what they're doing with it is awesome. I am only a proponent of what they're doing with Game Pass. I don't think it's profitable. Snazzy, I don't know. I disagree. They've got 60 million subscribers. I think it's probably profitable at this point because they're not making video games just for Game Pass. Like, people are also buying those games. So whether or not they count those sales toward, because like I would have to dive into the business unit of how they are keeping track of those sales for those games, right? Because if they're selling those games in addition to putting them on Game Pass, do they count a Game Pass sale? Do they count 3 cents to a specific video game? Who knows? They aren't even close to 60 million subs. I don't know. I'm not sure how many people they have. Yeah. So, okay. I think we have time for one more game, and then I gotta take off. I have that business call. Rainbow Six Extraction. Okay. Oh, Psychonauts. All right, hold on. I told you. Psychonauts for me is going to be real short. Let me tell you. I'll tell you why. I never played the first Psychonauts. Oh, they project 60 million by the end of the year. Gotcha. But they have 20 million right now. I never played Psychonauts. Ever. I know that James is a toilet. Which is awesome. Ted Danson's Ghost. Thank you, Ted Danson, for the resub. I never played Psychonauts 1. I would assume I have to play Psychonauts 1 before I could play Psychonauts 2. It looks great.
The fate of the free thinking
it looks great.
Is in your hands.
I'm afraid that means the I don't know. I really don't know what. See, like, I don't know what's good about Psychonauts. I know it's a good platformer, I would assume, right? But, and it's on Game Pass. Well, that's good. At least I don't have to buy it. Anthro Metal! Anthro, it's been too long. Good to see you, man. I thought you played... No, I never played it. I never played this game.
This is
ever.
The fate of the world. Can you do that?
Yes, if I can find some bacon.
I'm going to ignore that last part.
I mean, I don't know. Jack Black's in it. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Great platforming, unique and interesting world, great sense of humor. There we go. Yeah. They've been working on this game for a very long time, so I'd imagine it'd be probably pretty good. And Double Fine they generally make pretty good games. Netflix can't turn a profit with 200 million subs. Microsoft is absolutely losing with 20 million. Those aren't fair comparisons because Netflix is spending billions of dollars on content and Microsoft is not. Okay, let's see here. Rainbow Six Extraction.
I used to feel so
all right, this will be the last one I can do today.
Until a piece of it.
We did see a Thieves already, guys. Rainbow Six Extraction. Rainbow Six Extraction. This is going to be GTFO. You wouldn't say Microsoft buying Bethesda isn't spending billions? No. So that actually, believe it or not, that one acquisition, I believe, is only 1 year of content for Netflix. Maybe less. Netflix spends a lot of money on content.
I need an extraction team now.
Also, that acquisition then gives them all the sales for all the games from Bethesda.
But I know
GTFO, but actually completable? Maybe.
You will find me.
Microsoft made that $7 billion in one fiscal quarter. There you go. GTFO is so fucking hard. It is so fucking hard, and this game, I just hope is not as hard. I really hope it's just more like it's hard, but not unbeatable. The games are on Games Pass. They no longer have game sales. That's not true, Caboose. Of course people buy those games individually. What are you, joking? Of course they do, Caboose. Come on. Think you could play as the zombies? Probably at some point. Do you think since a game is on Game Pass that nobody buys it anymore? I do. Yeah. Halo. I did. I won.
I found her.
Caboose, do they have a... Do they have every Bethesda game on Game Pass forever? Is that a thing that they did? I'm genuinely asking. I don't know.
As someone who's played on the PlayStation since childhood, someone who has made bonds on there and loved the games that helped me through many hardships, I can say with complete sincerity I fucking hate Sony.
You can buy a game with a discount with Game Pass. Absolutely you can. But again, this is GTFO. I don't think this is going to be Left 4 Dead. I don't think it's going to be Left 4 Dead. I think it's going to be, well, maybe it will. Maybe it will. Thanks, Alan Dorian. This is an entire new game, yes. Maybe it will be Left 4 Dead. I don't know. The trailer starts out like they're using stealth and shit. The trailer starts out like they're using stealth. Yeah, it's interesting because it might be maybe it is Left 4 Dead. I don't know.
Hey, you all throwing me a party?
Yeah. Too bad you missed all the fireworks.
Team, it's Ash. We're not done yet. VIP down.
It's based on the event from Siege. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I would be happy if they made it like GTFO. I would be happy if they made it like GTFO. I would. Thank you, Crab Foam, for the resub. But if it's a Left 4 Dead, then whatever. Then I'll play it. I will definitely play it. But I don't know. I don't necessarily know that I'd be excited about it. If it's more like GTFO, it's more of like that tension building, scary, scary co-op thing. Then I'm totally in. So Microsoft's a huge company that 2020 had 100, or 2020 had 135.8 in cash on hand. They could have bought like 5 ZeniMaxes. Sony's a way smaller company than Microsoft. Well, yeah, Microsoft's a big company too, for sure. Don't get me wrong. I haven't done the math, so I don't actually know if they're profitable selling Game Pass. But I do know that people are buying those games outside of Game Pass as well. Not everybody has Game Pass. Trust me, if everybody had Game Pass, they would be uber rich. But for right now, they got 20 million people on their subscription. That's great. I would say they probably would rather have all of us on Game Pass than only a few of us, and then us buying separate or individual games. I would imagine they'd rather have 100 million people on Game Pass than 20 million on Game Pass and me buying individual games. And then never buying a game from them again if I had Game Pass. Retro Bomb. Thank you, Retro, for the resub. Thanks, Sideways Taint. And Caboose, just so you know, I'm really trying not to like shit on you or anybody else that's like, hey, I don't, it's just more of like, I'm thinking about it from a business perspective. Generally, when a business makes a pretty large decision like that, especially Microsoft, usually they have a plan. Generally, but not always. Not always. You guys may be right. They may be eating shit for a long time and then go out of business. Who knows? Caboose, I'm not at all. I'm having a discussion with you, Caboose. Always know that, because Caboose is always here. I know Caboose. All right.